he's on the microphone, when he's not on the microphone, he's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he. Maybe you're running around frantically. Maybe you're not. Last minute errands. I think today is still supposed to be, allegedly, it's been for years, the busiest travel day. Is it still a thing?
So the busiest drinking day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay. Why today? Because people are traveling?
A lot of people come back to their hometowns. Decide to meet up with friends, get together before meeting up with the family the next day.
You know, I will say I am a bit envious of that. You've been you grew up here, right? And you've kind of always been in this area.
That's why I can be a 10 out of 10 Kings fan.
You can be.
I'm not selfish enough to say that I am, but I could be.
But you could. Some could call you that. I mean, you're not saying.
If I earned it.
Yeah. I think you've earned it, Chris.
Eh.
Are you wanting them to lose?
No.
Are you cheering for every loss?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
I'll at least wait till January.
That's fair. That's fair. I will say this. I am jealous, envious? I don't know. Somewhere in between of my wife and her family because she grew up in a little small town in the Central Valley of California for the most part, and a bunch of kids, 6 of them. And a lot of times when I go back there and they're there, there were so many of them that, you know, if you have basically 6 kids that went through the same high school and separated by a few years, they kind of know everybody and anybody that's still in that town. Like if you ever go back, like they all know everybody. When they go back, you just run into people. And so I grew up in a couple different spots of Southern California, Orange County and LA. But sadly, my parents have both moved on, and literally, but had moved from different spots that we grew up in. I don't go back there, and if I do, it's weird. It might be to visit a specific friend or some occasion, but I don't ever get to like go back to kind of like what you just said, Chris. Like go back, and everybody's back to their old stomping grounds, and hey, let's gather at the whatever local watering hole or local place and
throw stuff off a bridge.
I mean, just have the time of our lives. Is that a thing too?
What?
Throw stuff off a bridge?
Oh, it's from Tommy Boy.
Oh, yeah. Another classic. Do you have a a Thanksgiving Eve ritual or anything like that? No? Yeah. Because like Christmas.
That used to be, in my 20s, I'd go and meet up with old friends and stuff like that. People coming back to town.
Back in the day.
When I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
Good morning to everyone out there. Yeah, I don't think that Thanksgiving Eve generally has its traditions besides traveling. But happy Thanksgiving Eve to everybody. We will be off tomorrow and Friday, though there is Kings basketball on Friday. There's Kings basketball tonight, and we're going to talk about that coming up on the show. Do want to do a little roll call today, so I see like MC is here. Campeo. Oh, Carmichael Dave is in the morning. Dave,
Shocker.
Sleep in. Rest. You're off. You're supposed to be doing your stuff to be, if you're on the chat, you could be here. Right, Chris?
He could.
He could?
He's been tweeting like he's here.
Oh, really? Like what? What's he been
Oh,
tweeting?
man, if we had an over-under.
Since he left?
Yeah. I don't know the exact count.
Well,
I started counting about 20-ish
No.
yesterday. Yeah.
so more than donut holes.
Yes.
Patrick is here. What's up, Patrick? Dwayne. Look at this. You guys are here. We appreciate you, definitely. Thank you for that. So he's been tweeting a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. About what?
Basketball, soccer, songs, food.
Okay. The standards. Nothing wrong with that. But yes, good morning to one. Good morning to all. We have got a jam-packed show for you today because it's Wednesday. Because we don't have shows tomorrow or Friday. We're cramming in a few extra guests for you today, including UC Davis head coach Tim Plow. He's a regular on Wednesdays, but he will join us at 6:45. At 8 o'clock from The Athletic, Sam Amik.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
Hello. He is scheduled to join us. And then at 9 o'clock, Kings television analyst Katie Christensen will join us.
Oh, my gosh. You're just lame.
Wow. That's rough. Usually she reserves that kind of comments for Dave, but she could take her shots at me. That's fine.
What is this, elementary school?
I don't know. You said it. So that's coming up today. Along the way, we'll have kind of a Thanksgiving-themed 3 for Madness.
Where's the food, dude?
And we asked that question. Where's the food, dude? Where's the food, dude? Thanksgiving, that is a holiday that has moved up the ranks for me. I mean, I've always liked Thanksgiving. I think when you're a kid, Christmas, maybe nothing beats that time. Probably selfishly, you're just thinking of gifts and what am I going to get? What is that guy Santa going to bring me? Was that good this year? I mean, Halloween's fun. You get to go to people's houses and they give you gifts of candy. Thanksgiving, yeah, as a kid, you're gathered around with family and everybody's cooking and you just get there and eat. And if you have other cousins or family members around, you play with the kids. Those are fine. Those are good days. But I think as I've grown older, Thanksgiving's a great holiday. So we hope everybody has a good holiday tomorrow. Gets it with family and friends and loved ones and just goes to town, munch, has a good time eating food and enjoying. So we look forward to that. That'll be tomorrow, obviously. And there's a lot of football tomorrow. We got a new week of football. Can you believe it?
Unbelievable.
I mean, Chris, it's week 13 already. Where's the time gone? I mean, first it was week 1. And then it was week 2. And as Dave says, it's almost summer. We're almost here. Now, week 13 this week. 3 Thanksgiving Day games tomorrow. I remember back in my day when there were only 2. I paid my taxes. But now there's 3. So full day of football tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Coming up, we will have 4 down territory. We will get into the Kings who are in action tonight. Dare I say, can they give us a Thanksgiving Eve beam? Could there be 3 in a row? It's possible. They play the Phoenix Suns tonight. We'll preview that game coming your way as well. So plenty of things for us to discuss today. And as always, we encourage your participation, whether that's the text line at 916-339-1140. The phone lines, if you'd like to chime in. 1-800-920-1140 or that same number, 916-339-1140. Some of our early texts. Enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend, bro. Thank you. Also, Texty Beasts are here has come through. Sure. You can be on the chat line. Watch us on YouTube. That continues to grow each and every day, which we appreciate that. People are asking Dave on the chat about his turkey preparation. His Thanksgiving better be good. He took 2 days to get ready for it. And let's go to the phone lines and check in with Mystery Caller. Mystery Caller, identify yourself.
I even went through like the normal phone too, by the way, just to kind of give you the option as to whether or not to take the call.
I saw it ringing, and it says Carmichael Dave Hotline.
I didn't want to mess with the show or Chris talking garbage.
But you are chatting with everybody already.
Yeah, I'm mixing the brine, and I got the show on the TV, and I miss everybody. But I don't know that I can't remember the last time I missed a day before Thanksgiving show.
Uh-huh.
And
I would say last year.
I can. Yeah, it was last year.
Okay, so
You're
yeah,
on a
it was a
streak.
year ago. I just want to remind everybody of two things because there's still time to do it. Brine your turkey. Unless you have another method that's tried and true, brine your turkey. And if you put it in now or in the next couple hours, you're good.
Is that
Just
code for
brine
something? Brine your turkey?
No.
Okay.
No, and here's something else that isn't code. If you are, I mean, it works in the oven too, but if you're grilling your turkey or if you're smoking your turkey, make sure you spatchcock your turkey. It works so much better. And if that sounds strange, and I know we've had some strange things on the air the last couple weeks, but
What do you mean?
feel free to Google or YouTube what spatchcocking is. All you need is a set of shears, and you got to push down on it to break the old turkey back.
I always get nervous with a set of shears when I'm spatchcocking.
Yeah, no, you got to cut through those little ribs and stuff, but you take that backbone out. By the way, don't throw away the backbone. Save it. Makes for good turkey broth. But yeah, man, you got to spatchcock your turkey.
Isn't this all a little premature?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that was going to happen. And by the way, dude, I've been tweeting crazy. I've just been normal tweeting.
Yeah.
But you act like tweeting is part of, like, it's not part of my show duties. I would do that no matter what I was doing.
But you're on vacation.
Yeah, but tweeting's not work. I would be tweeting if I retired tomorrow. I would still tweet.
You think you?
Oh man, would you be tweeting more if you retired?
Dude, honestly, Woody, I'm going to let you answer that question. What do you think?
God.
If I had all day
I'm
to sit
picturing your
around,
back room like that scene in Dark Knight when he just has like 1,000 screens in front of him.
Well, he has
no,
9 at
just
home.
I don't think I've ever tweeted off anything but my phone. Maybe if my Twitter's up on the computer there, but I do all my tweeting off the phone, dude.
By the way,
I'll do it.
Your Twitter is up here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you can sign out of that. That'd be cool.
I could, but Chris usually likes to.
Yeah, I
sign
like
out
to
for
think
you.
of something that I'm like, what would Dave say about now?
Yeah, but then that's like that one kid that said I reported Nico Harrison was going to join the front office to help with the rebuild. You have to be with great Twitter comes great responsibility.
It is pretty early in the morning, so maybe I'll tweet something for your fans across the pond.
You can do that, but just remember, like, revenge is awesome.
Chris is really enjoying this in the other room.
Can you guys, and by the way, if you have something else going on, I know we're in the blah, like, just hang up, but can I just ask you what your go-to Thanksgiving dish is again? Because I missed that conversation.
Chris?
Like, everybody has one.
I've got a new one.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Sean's corn?
It's Sean's corn.
Blech.
Come on. Jalapeno cream corn? Care
Cream
of
corn.
Sean Salisbury?
I can't do cream corn, dude, but I respect everyone else's love of it.
Well, mine's changed over the
Stop
years.
trying to yuck my yum.
Yeah. is the family gumbo. I mean, that was not a thing I grew up with, but I married into, and then they make gumbo every Thanksgiving, and we have it every Thanksgiving, and it's awesome every Thanksgiving. So that's my new go-to for 20-something years.
Do you think turkey gumbo would work?
It might, but get turkey out of here. Turkey's, I think, the most overrated part of Thanksgiving.
Jason, I'm going to tell you something. I have come around on that so much over the last few years. I really have come around on that conversation. Turkey is kind of trash. And here's the thing. Turkey, as far as like lunch meat turkey, is awesome. Like open-faced turkey sandwich once a year with mashed potatoes, awesome. But there's a reason why we only eat turkey once a year, dude. And you have to cover it up with so much crap. So we're doing a ham and a brisket this year on the side as well, just to kind of give everybody what they want. And I guarantee you the turkey is going to be the least thing. And then my mom is going to take it all home and make like turkey soup for 5 years.
Bedazzle
I promise.
Yeah, bejewel it.
Dude, we're going to have 4 walkers at my house.
Oh,
and
nice.
I don't mean people that walk. I mean literally people that kind of can't walk.
Yeah.
So we took roll. We're going to have 4 walkers and 3 of them are not bedazzled.
Did you get the chairs that you needed?
No, I have to come today and get them.
Oh, here?
Yeah, I'm going to steal them. Well, not stealing my ass, but yeah, I'm going to come there at some point today and grab 6 chairs. I need 6 extra chairs.
Uh-huh.
And there is, however, I will tell you this, because I am hosting so many people this year because it's my turn. I made an investment and I added some new things to the household, and it could get dangerous. I now have 8. They're called chafing trays.
Mm-hmm.
They're the big metal things you put food in, and then you have the little flame underneath. And I have 36 of those little flamey candles. So there's a non-zero chance that my house is going to burn down. Which, by the way, if that happens, we need to scrub this from YouTube for insurance purposes. But I'm a little worried about that.
Would you still be in on Monday?
100%. What a good story to tell.
Would Avery still get back in time to go to the USC-UCLA game?
Dude, Avery lands yesterday morning, right? Okay, I grab her. I bring her home. Melissa had a thing. She couldn't get her. And then Melissa swoops home. Like, she got home. Melissa was supposed to be doing something almost all day. She gets home maybe 10 minutes after we get home. So it's like, well, why couldn't – that was the big reason I missed yesterday. And then they go to this early hair appointment that Melissa got them. They're at the hair appointment for like 2.5 hours because that's what they do. And then they come home and Avery walks in and then immediately turns around because my sister's outside to go to Red Robin with my parents. I didn't even see her other than the drive home till like 6 p.m., dude.
And meanwhile, Mason's still waiting to be picked up.
Mason
Dude, you
had
still
a
didn't put the
game.
Uber on my phone.
Mason had a basketball game in Jackson last night.
Oh, so he's still there?
That sounds strange. The city of Jackson, Mason had a basketball game at. They got blown out, by the way.
Come on.
Jackson did? Awesome.
No, they got blown out in Jackson by, I don't know, whoever they're.
I will
Jackson
say this
State.
as someone that used to have to make those drives, the worst drive home.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
Like, it's Thanksgiving week, guys. And then they have some turkey bowl thing going on today where all the boys and girls basketball teams play 5 hours of, like, mixed teams and do all kinds of stuff.
That sounds like fun.
Guys, do you not? Yeah, but also it's the holiday. Can we relax?
Yeah, just relax a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
that's all I got.
I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and good luck hosting and spatchcocking your turkey and brining it.
I hope you do too. I'm sure we'll all talk. I'm sure Chris will say something stupid on a text line.
And leave myself with a mess on my hands like you? I don't think so.
He'll have some stupid post game comment that's his bit now this year.
What do you
Just
mean?
so people know that's Chris's bit this year. I'm going to expose him. Not that he cares. Whenever the Kings win, he sends me a gift that's basically like "Suck it, Dave." Like I'm mad they won.
You're not?
No.
There's a little delay there. No.
No, I'm saying, like, in the macro, sure, fine. Maybe it doesn't help. Who knows? Nobody knows. Dude, I'm never going to root for the Kings to lose. Ever. It doesn't matter. I can't do that. I can't do that. But of course, Chris is like, "Oh, they won. Suck it, Dave."
I get amusement out of that.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
why I
Well,
send
you get amusement when Chris texts things to make me angry.
Yeah. And you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
By the way, if you haven't seen The Ringer, I'm going to send you guys a Ringer article today. It's maybe
I saw it, and that first paragraph.
It's see, I'm going to purposely be vague because I don't want to, get people angry. It's probably the craziest lead to a story I've ever read in my life.
It somehow makes you want to stop right there, but also keep reading.
Yeah, Jason, we're going to have to send it to you.
Okay, I've not seen this article.
There's all kinds of vocabulary words that you probably aren't familiar with, and that's not a slight at your education.
It makes you think sounds that you would never want to think of ever.
Okay.
I will just say, think of the sound of a fork in a kitchen disposal.
Okay.
I think I'd rather listen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hey, guys, have a great show. You're the best. Have a great Thanksgiving. And to everybody listening, by the way, I'm going to be just super quick serious for a second because I know this is going to make me sound stupid. I don't care. As always, and I say this on social media, direct messages are open. This is a tough time of year for some people. It really is. There are some people that can't make it home or maybe have gone through things in the last year. You guys were talking about this is the busiest travel day of the year, also the busiest drinking day of the year. It's also, along with Christmas, the most depressing time of the year for a lot of people. Not to leave on a goofy note, but this stuff's important to me. Not that I'm some whatever, but DMs are open. I encourage anyone else who wants to do that, do the same thing. There's always someone to talk to, always somebody to talk you through stuff. Please remember there are people that love you, and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, you guys, with your fams.
All right. Thank you, Dave.
I don't know if his
talk to you Monday.
DMs are open. I keep DMing him, but I'm not getting anything back.
Yeah, because you're blocked, stupid. See you guys Monday.
All right. Sounds good.
See you, bye.
All right. That's Carmichael Dave. We got...
I'm Tommy Gobbler, and I'm stuffed with Thanksgiving happiness. A gobble gobble.
Let's see. Who's this? Is this Jason?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, real quick, so you've hinted at about who your mother-in-law is down in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And I want to know, is there any way possible I can find her gumbo recipe or anything like that online?
I'm sure you can. I know she has a cookbook. Let me see if I can find it. Her name is Leah Chase, the Queen of Creole down there. And yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Leah Chase gumbo recipe. Yeah, it's on. You can just find it through different things on Google.
Perfect. I've tried like 5 different recipes and they all suck.
What's funny is she, so my mother-in-law is her sister, and hers is a little bit different. So I think just, down the line, everybody's family tweaks things a little bit. So, I mean, personally, I think my mother-in-law's is just out of this world. But everybody's, gumbo's, I think, one of the most variety dishes. It just differs with a lot of different people. But tell me how it turns out, Jason, if you give it a whirl.
I will definitely do that. Thank you very much.
All right, you got it.
You guys have a good Thanksgiving.
Thanks, you too. I appreciate that. Yeah, Chef Leah Chase, the Queen of Creole. Yep, she is Southern royalty. So there you go. Appreciate that. All right, Chris, I think we have time. We got to do it. We got to keep our streak alive. Let's lead off.
Let's do it.
Leading off, the 3 top stories in the morning.
Huge news. This is very important.
Here's cut number 1.
All right, you got it. I muted it. I had muted it. Oh, I had to reset it. That's what happened. All right, let's try again. One more time here.
Westbrook, and the time expires. Sacramento has done the unexpected. They have won on the home floor after breaking the 8-game slide less than 48 hours ago in Denver. They beat Minnesota for the first time in 3 meetings this year. And the Light the Beam chants are now beginning to thunder their way around and reverberate through Golden One Center.
That was a couple nights ago when the Kings were able to get a win over Minnesota. They try to make it 3 in a row tonight. Kings basketball tonight to get you ready for Thanksgiving as the Kings take on the Suns. All right, let's get to cut number 2.
Cut number 2.
Where's the food, dude?
That's right. Thanksgiving, NFL, 3 games tomorrow. We'll talk about those games coming up on the show as Turkey Day. Football, synonymous with the NFL. Certainly Christmas now too, NBA and NFL. But Thanksgiving has been a great time for the NFL over the years with Detroit now being a much better team. Dallas always had their traditional game. We have a third game. I don't know how long ago they added that, at least 10, 15 years ago, but we've got that going as well. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some of the other games. We got so much to get to today as we're just getting started. When we come back, we'll look at last night in the NBA. A couple of games, including a big scoring night for Luka as more cup games happened last night. NBA news and last night in the NBA before we get to UC Davis football coach Tim Plow. That's all coming up in this hour on Sactown Sports.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Wednesday. You feel the chill stepping out the door, and you may see some areas of fog. We could have some heavy or dense fog around the region, with drops in visibility through about 11 o'clock this morning. Into the day ahead, we will see a slow breakup of the fog, with temperatures peaking in the mid to upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Winning 1K is easy. Just turn the key for a G. Take a test drive at any dealership at the Roseville Auto Mall to be entered to win. The Roseville Auto Mall is giving away $1,000 every day through December 19th. Turn the key, take the drive, and win a G. Only at the Roseville Auto Mall.
Kings Black Friday deals are here. Cheer on the Sacramento Kings with slam dunk deals this holiday season. Save up to 40% on Kings tickets. Plus, shop buy one, get one 60% off merch deals online and at the Kings team store. Elevate your game day with 20% off experiences on the Kings home court. And don't miss out on savings for Kids Club kits and Junior Kings clinics for your little Kings fans. Check out all the limited time offers for tickets, gear, experiences, and more at kings.com/Black Friday.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton and Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top-tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30-gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ready to order?
Yes.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. Offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
Light the world through the giving machines. Experience the joy of giving this season and helping those in need. Now through December 8th at the Galleria Mall, Roseville, and Vintage Fair Mall, Modesto.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Chris, you had said this wasn't the song you intended to grab. What song did you intend to grab?
I don't know. I don't even know where this song is coming from.
Well, I think it's coming from me. It's on my birthday. Welcome back in. Jason Ross, Christopher Ladd. We heard from Carmichael Dave earlier. He's still communicating via our YouTube chat. Good morning to one and all. Thank you for being here. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully, if you are traveling today, be safe. I don't even know what the appropriate time. Like, I remember, I think a lot of kids are off this week from school. I always remember, Chris, when you were in school, didn't you go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you get Thanksgiving and the Friday off? Like, I don't remember having the week off.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah. So it felt
Wednesday
like,
was a half day. Thursday, Friday,
okay,
we had off.
We might have been a half day. I don't remember that. It might have been a full day, but either way, it didn't feel
even
like
the half day was cool because you would just watch movies for like the first half of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Watch movies in class?
Getting Even with Dad.
What was that?
You don't know what that is?
I have to Google it.
Getting Even with Dad was with Macaulay Culkin, and his dad was, why can't I think of his name? The
1994 film.
Ted Danson. Yeah.
Nice.
And so Ted Danson is a robber, and he stole a bunch of money while he was watching his son, who he's divorced from his mother. So while he's in town, they rob the bank, but Macaulay Culkin's character, steals the money and hides it and forces his dad to make him have a good week with him. They go to Great America. It was great.
Oh, yeah, it says it was filmed in Chinatown, San Francisco. Okay, so it's based out of there. It was great, you say?
Yeah, from what I remember.
Well, I would think that, is it great, or was it one of those things that's great because you're watching a movie in school? Like you're allowed to, everybody's watching.
That was, I think I suggested getting even with Dad.
I can only imagine. Hey, we're going to watch a movie. Any suggestions? It was always you.
Getting even with Dad.
As the resident, you've got to be in the top 1% of movies seen by people.
No.
You think top 5% of people that have seen movies?
10%.
Really? I think you're underselling yourself. You've seen a lot of movies.
Yeah. But I see a lot of the same movies.
Okay. And I have zero problem with that. There's some people that just aren't fans of seeing movies multiple times.
I haven't seen any of the Godfathers.
Okay, I mean, there's certain staples.
But I've seen all the Jaws.
Okay. But you would watch Jaws or any movie that you like, you've seen multiple times. I think that's what helps you with the rewind and all the movie quotes. Yeah, I mean, if I like a movie, I'll watch it again. Usually it was enjoyable, so you want to see it again. Like you've seen the new Naked Gun four times. 3 in the theater. Yeah, but I think you've seen a lot of movies.
I have.
A lot.
But like I feel people on social media where they like not only seen like all these movies but have opinions on all. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, but you have those too.
I don't.
Not to that level?
No.
Okay. You've seen Getting Even with Dad. My goodness.
You got to see Great America. I've seen all the Great America movies, that and Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Again, and I always like how you have rankings of sequels. What are you, 3, 1, 2?
Yeah.
In Beverly Hills Cop?
But I saw Beverly Hills Cop 3 before I saw
the first two.
The first two. And I think I told you guys is the reason why people probably don't like Beverly Hills Cop 3 is probably the reasons I don't like the other two all that much because it's the same movie.
Well, and that's the thing, too. What movies I've said that like most people love Hangover, and then the next they're like, not as good. I go, I would maintain I saw them in the order that they came out, but if you saw 3 or 2 first, I think there's a shock element to all of them. I think it would be, oh my gosh, this is such a great movie. But the first one, I believe more people saw it in that order. And I think the first one's fabulous. That's a great movie. I rewatch that one all the time.
Really?
You don't love that movie?
Yeah, I did, but like, I'll have to go back and see it.
What, the first one?
Yeah. I probably haven't seen that movie in like 10 years.
Really? Why you have some reservation on
no,
not
I mean, just like,
great?
It was funny. I don't know if it will.
Oh, it holds up.
Oh, it does hold up?
I think so.
Okay.
I think. Could be wrong on that, but what do I know? I have not seen Getting Even with Dad. I've not fully.
Hey, go to the Giants game on Bat Day. I was so jealous of it because they got like real bats. I'm like, you don't get those to go to the game.
As a kid, I remember we went to Bat Day at Angel Stadium, and I'm thinking now later, I'm like, how could you give away like full-size bats to everybody? They couldn't do that now, right? I don't think they would do that now.
Well, this is basically gone anyway. So anyway, I was listening to Eli Roth, the horror director, and he was talking about growing up in Boston, and they had bat giveaway, but it's the mini bats because they said that people would beat each other up with the real bats.
Right.
But he said that they would just beat each other up with
the mini bats. Well, that I could still picture. They were little wood bats. I know there was one of those at the A's I say a few years back, but that I remember getting some of those. But yeah, as a kid, full size, they weren't 35 ounce bats, but they were long, 35-inch bats, but they were definitely full-size bats. Do want to talk about quickly here, more cup play last night in the NBA. You had the Wizards beat the Hawks. I think in that game, though, of note, C.J. McCollum went off for 46, still showing that ability to score as a gifted scorer. That could be a guy on the move come trade deadline time. The Magic went for 144 and routed the Sixers. And then the Battle of L.A., Luka, 43 points, 9 boards, 13 assists. The Lakers beat the Clippers. A little scuffle in that game, too. 135-118 was the final. Lakers now 13-4. Conversely, Clippers 5-13. Again, remember it's preseason. Take it for what it's worth. But when the Clippers were here in the preseason, I thought they looked absolutely awesome. They have not looked like anything like that since. All right, when we come back, UC Davis head football coach Tim Plow. The Aggies are heading to the postseason. We'll talk to Coach Plow about that and more. That is next.
The only place you'll find Keegan Murray is Sactown Sports.
Out to Keegan Murray, straight away for three, and Keegan knocks down the triple.
Hey Sacramento, it's Keegan Murray, and you're listening to the home of Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's happening for the Black Friday sales event?
We have the best savings yet on new 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cabs, starting at only $34,995 with up to $12,500 off MSRP, or save thousands with $5,250 off MSRP and 0% financing for 72 months.
And did I hear you got the Hemi back?
Yep, we have 450 new Rams available, including the 5.7-liter Hemi, and we have 40 Hemis in stock. Plus, with our award-winning customer service, you won't find a better combination of selection, service, and savings than at Hoblet Dodge.
Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$12,500 total net savings on select new 2025 Ram 1500 after $7,250 factory rebates and $5,250 dealer discounts. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash, $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. $34,995 net price after rebates. VIN number 170493. 0% financing for well-qualified buyers on approved credit through Stellantis Financial. Must have 720 plus FICO score. $13.89 per thousand borrowed. See dealer for details.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Born in 1892 to a socially prominent family, she was the consummate athlete, proficient in golf, tennis, marksmanship, swimming, and car racing. Many considered her the greatest horsewoman of the century. She was a pioneer in the field of golf course development with 3 world-class courses on her resume: the Women's National Golf and Tennis Club, Cypress Point, and Pasatiempo. Working for SFB Morse of Pebble Beach fame led to her second golf course development, which many consider to be the greatest golf course in the world, Cypress Point, where she developed a lifelong friendship and professional relationship with famed architect Alistair McKenzie. Pasatiempo in Santa Cruz was her third development, where she hosted the likes of Bobby Jones, Will Rogers, Babe Saharias, and more. Today, her place is alongside many others in the World Golf Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Marion Hollins, a visionary golf course architect and pioneer of the game. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. It's just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Everyone has a past. But what happens if you've made mistakes and made good on that past, but it keeps following you? Are you looking for an attorney to erase past records and restore your rights? Maybe even restore your gun rights? Do you need a reputable criminal defense attorney who knows even good people make bad mistakes? Well, the attorneys at Gonzalez Law Office are here to help. Find Gonzalez Law Office online at saclegaldefense.com or call them at 916-304-9187. We don't settle for less, and neither should you.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
KNCI's Country in the Park is back May 8th and 9th, Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert, Sean Party, Chris Young, Pike Troubadour, Scott, and more. Line dancing, live DJ, mechanical bull, huge festival area, food trucks. KNCI's Country in the Park, May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Tickets are on sale now at CITPFest.com. Waking you up with the best in local sports.
Just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
All right, show rolling right along on this day before Thanksgiving. Again, want to encourage everybody to be safe. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time. Be good to one another. And just keep it rolling. That's this time flies by. Everybody hopefully is going to have a good Thanksgiving ahead. And we encourage all of you to do just that. Jason Ross, Christopher Laud here. Coming up, a reminder that we will talk with Sam Amik at 8, Katie Christensen at 9. But right now, it is Wednesday, 6:45. We always like to check in with the head coach of the UC Davis Aggies on this day before Thanksgiving. It is Coach Plow. Coach, Jason Ross here. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving, or Eve, I guess.
Yeah, same to you, Jason. Fired up to be on here, man. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah, I know based on talking to you, Coach, over the last couple of weeks, look, you obviously wanted to win the Causeway. You wanted to have an opportunity at a second season, but also getting a bye, a seed and a bye, that's got to be so rewarding for you and your guys to get some much-needed time off to maybe even get a little bit healthier for a week. How much value will you have in this week off from a game?
Yeah, I think any time this part of the season, if you got a little extra time, it's going to help. And I think more importantly, just the chance for our guys to go be with their families on Thanksgiving. They were so excited when we got the news on Sunday, and it was mostly because they get to be with their families. And we were all kind of prepared to have to do a Thanksgiving here together as a team. And then when we get the word that everybody gets to go home, I thought that was really cool for the guys and much deserved.
Yeah, so what's the timeline? Would they get to go home like Tuesday through Thursday or Friday? Like, how much time do they get off?
They're going to practice today, and then they'll take off today, and then they'll be back Sunday.
Oh, nice. Okay, now
yeah.
I know for you and your staff, hopefully you guys get a little time. Coach's work never ends. Do you prepare for both teams because you got the extra time? Do you wait for that game to end to know who you're playing? How do you approach that, knowing that you could be playing Central Connecticut State or even Rhode Island?
Yeah, we kind of do, a lot of the leg work. A lot of times the breakdown stuff can be, the first couple of days can be a lot of time spent kind of breaking down the team, getting to know the team and who they are. But this week we're able to spend enough time and say, okay, let's kind of break down both teams and at least get some of the important info, put in. And that way, when we come back on Saturday, we don't have to start from scratch. We're kind of already at least ahead of the game on either team, and so that'll be the plan. We'll watch the game as a staff on Saturday, and as soon as it's done, we'll start grinding away.
I know when you got to Sunday, so you have an emotional Causeway, you win that. You've got everybody together to watch the selection show. I mean, you're in. You don't know what seed or where you're going to go. What's the anticipation like when you feel like you've done the work, you've got the resume to be there, and then you're kind of waiting on the committee and the field to see where you fall in? What's that moment like to see your name up there and to kind of see what your map looks like?
And in 2018 and last year, we knew we were going to be a top 8 seed, so there wasn't a lot of mystery behind it. It was just kind of waiting to see how high we were. This year, we really had no idea what the committee was going to do. Like you said, we knew we were going to be in, and we knew we were going to be home, but we really didn't know what seed we were going to be or what the other teams were. And as they started listing out the the other top 8 seeds and we realized the teams they were picking, as a staff, we started kind of looking at each other like, man, we might be higher than we think. And then when they released us as the 8th seed, it was just pure joy in the ballroom there. We guys just run around cheering. It was a really fun moment. And for the year that these guys have had, it has been one of the craziest, most difficult years I've been a part of. And I think for them to have that happen, man, I think they've deserved some good moments. So that was cool.
I always wondered, since we talked to you from the almost week 1, it was week 1 with week 0, technically, with the Mercer game, how if that was going to end up being a factor in some sort of weird way for either team. I think Mercer ended up being an automatic qualifier, but everybody watched that game, Coach, and so we all saw it. It was tough to not count it. It was such a weird entity. And to have one less game, now it ended up not being a factor, which was a good thing. But I don't know how the committee, if they truly said, yeah, it was not a game that happened, because we all kind of saw it. It was such a unique situation that I don't know if you'll ever see that again. That was so bizarre.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have I don't have anything to prove that I'm right about this. But I would just say that with Mercer being the 6th seed, as soon as we saw them at the 6th seed, a lot of us were like, there's no way they're going to keep us out of the top 8. Because even though they know that the game's not supposed to count, like you said, everybody watched it.
Yeah.
Everyone saw it, and they saw that we basically dominated the game. And so when I saw they were the 6th seed, that's when I started thinking, man, we might have a bye here. And I think the respect that the Big Sky Conference has, the fact that everyone saw that game, I don't know when we'll be able to say this, but I think it definitely had a big impact on why we ended up getting the bye, was because we played Mercer early in the year and basically beat them.
I know coaches will never do this like for your players. Like, you've got to worry about Central Connecticut State and or Rhode Island here as your first matchup. But when the whole thing comes out and you see what potentially could be if you guys were to advance as the Bison in the next round, do you get any feelings about that, or are you trying your best to just go, look, I got to worry about this week in preparation, next week the actual game, and then if you do win, then you worry about them?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just the coach talk would be like, hey, one game at a time. But I'm always going to be honest with you guys. You see that up there, you're like, okay, well, I mean, that's the path probably. Historically, that's probably the path you're going to go through. And historically, Davis and North Dakota State, I mean, there's a lot of rich history between those two programs playing against each other for a long time. I mean, when I was a player here, we played them every year. We were in the same conference. And so I just think, if we get to that point and that happens, I mean, that's what the playoffs are about. You're playing teams you don't normally play, and you're playing the best, and that's what you want to test yourself against. And we've talked about our program, and if we want to get to where we want to go, we got to figure out a way to beat the Montanas and the Dakotas.
Mm-hmm.
And so it wouldn't be shocking that if we win a playoff game that we end up playing a team from the Montanas or the Dakotas. So seeing that, though, it just makes you feel like, all right, how good these playoffs are and how many good teams there are. With the type of season we've had, like I've told you guys for weeks, we're so beat up and we're not getting any of these guys back. So, I mean, it's every game for us is going to be difficult. But we're just so thankful to have more football games together. And I think when this team plays its best, they can beat anybody. And when we don't play our best, we can lose to anybody. So I think once we kind of lock in who we're playing, we really got to focus on that and do our best.
Coach, I want to go back to Saturday, too. The Causeway was such a great game. And for you as someone that, is trying to be the leader of the team and stay locked into the game, the swings of emotions. Look, you guys, it's senior day, so you honor all the seniors before the game. You get off to a quick start, and then the Hornets kind of storm back, get their footing. They have the lead. You're down going into the fourth quarter, and then you guys close with the last 14 points. Just, I'd be curious when you think back on that game, kind of the swings of the game and the emotions of how that one all played out.
Yeah, I think the The interesting thing, I mean, again, if I'm being just completely honest, I think the strange thing about the game was we were losing, but it never felt like it was out of our control, if that makes sense. Because it felt like offensively we had 2 fumbles that stopped drives. And other than that, you know, we pretty much moved the ball the way we wanted to offensively. And then defensively, I felt like we were making the drives very difficult for their offense. We knew they couldn't throw the forward pass. So it was, hey, we just got to hang in here and pound away. But we gave their offense some short fields, and that kind of put our defense in a bad spot. So I think there was confidence on our guys that, hey, we're kind of doing this to ourselves right here. We just got to have a great fourth quarter and do our stuff. And I thought the sign of that was, I think we're down by 10, and our team is like celebrating on the sideline, like truly finding joy, like in the moment of like, they didn't really care what the score was. They were just like happy to be together on senior day and like playing football in front of a good crowd. And you could just, when that started happening, I remember thinking and telling the staff on the headset, like, hey guys, I think we're going to be okay. Like these guys, they are as loose as could be. They're just thankful to be together. And it felt like in that moment, one team was super loose and confident and one team was super tight. And it kind of, you could tell it just started to flip a little bit there.
Yeah, and then ended up being a good day for you guys, and certainly you get ready for next week. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Coach. Are you with family and friends and loved ones? How's your Thanksgiving going tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, we're going over to my in-laws, and they are huge listeners of.
We appreciate that. That's right.
They always tune in, so I got to say hi to my father-in-law, Rick, and my mother-in-law, Debbie. We're heading over to their house for Thanksgiving, and my main goal is to just make sure the 3 boys don't break something and don't make anybody upset in the time frame that we are over there for Thanksgiving. But they always do a wonderful job, and we'll be with family down in the Bay Area, and then have a chance hopefully to watch some football. We got a big football weekend.
Yes.
Good games.
Yeah, you can just watch as a fan, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Coach, congrats on your season. There's more season to go. We always appreciate your insight. Happy Thanksgiving to Rick and Debbie, too. Thank you for them for listening. And enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you next week as you get ready for your first playoff game next week.
Well, I appreciate you guys. And, Jason, I really appreciate you because your partner seems to be a quitter that he's not here today. You know, like he just takes days off. Whereas you, my friend, you are in the seat ready to work, and that's a true guy right there. So I appreciate you guys. Find some joy. Have a great Thanksgiving. Talk to you next week.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate that. That's UC Davis head coach Tim Plow, wishing him and his a happy Thanksgiving. When we come back, hour number 2 of the show, the Kings play the Suns tonight. We'll get into that. We have week 13 of the NFL, as Coach said. A full day of Thanksgiving football tomorrow. But when we come back, 3 questions, 3 answers. It's called 3 for Madness. That is next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace. And up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Purdy with some time throws the slant to Jennings. Jennings breaks the contact at the 5 and walks into the end zone. Another blitz coming. Young looking over the middle, throws, and it's picked off by Brown at the 23-yard line. The second of the game for Jair. The 49ers will defeat the Carolina Panthers here tonight, 20-9, the final score.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
No payments for 90 days at Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. That's right, no payments until February 2026 on every new Ram, Jeep Wrangler, Gladiator, even the Pacifica. No payments for 90 days on every new vehicle in stock at the guaranteed lowest price. You can check out their full lineup at SacSuperstore.com or stop on by. They're centrally located right across from Hagan Oaks Golf Course. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's the place where a handshake still means something. And right now, no payments for 90 days on every new vehicle in stock.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
When the Kings light up the court, Sacramento lights up the night, and it all leads to Revival at the Sawyer. All November long, show your Sactown Sports app and enjoy buy one, get one half-off beverages. From pregame anticipation to postgame celebration, Revival is the rooftop for true fans with elevated views, unbeatable energy, and that signature Sacramento spirit that connects us all. Revival at the Sawyer, where the city and the team both rise. Reserve your table today at revivalsacramento.com. Offer valid once per visit per person.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sactown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right, our thanks again to UC Davis head football coach Tim Plow for joining us. Still to come, 1 hour from now, we will check in with Sam Amik from The Athletic at 9. Katie Christensen, Kings television analyst, for her weekly appearance.
Oh my gosh, you're just lame.
Sorry, Katie. Tough audience. Jason Ross, Chris Verlade, Carmichael Dave checked in earlier as well. And you can check in with us on the YouTube, whether you're there, make your comments. We got chats going on there all the time amongst yourselves, amongst the show, amongst, there's always topics going on. Or the text line, 916-339-1140, 1-800-920-1140 if you'd like to call into the show. But it is 3 for Madness time. Chris, question number 1.
Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Best and worst things about the holiday.
I was looking at this list. I saw this yesterday, and so I thought I'd bring it up as a question. And this was more of the best things about the holiday. Here's some of the things they talk about. 25 reasons why it's the best. The food is amazing. Okay, we get that. A ton of side dishes.
Where's the food, dude?
I love the side dishes part. Quote unquote, officially the start of the holiday season. Leftovers. Yeah, that checks a box there. Chris, I mentioned the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is a must-see.
Must-see?
That's a parade I have seen on TV, but I bet I've spent less than an hour in my life total of combined minutes watching that. Maybe it's
only
less than
time
30.
I really pay attention to it is like when one of the balloons gets loose and hurts somebody.
And hurt somebody?
Yeah.
How often does that happen?
Like every 10 years.
Okay. So we do?
I think so. It's been a while.
Chris is calling
I
a
remember
shot.
the big one I think it was the Woody Woodpecker.
It hurt somebody?
I think it broke a light pole or something and it fell over.
What else do they have on this list? The American Kennel Club's National Dog Show takes place. Nope.
That was a big plot point on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
The dog show?
Yeah.
Was our guy
Thanksgiving
a central figure for that?
Oh, yeah. He was the one. He lent a guy some
chief?
monies. Yeah, the captain.
The captain.
Captain Holt lent, what was it, Pimento, some money so he could become a private investigator, but he took that money to bet on the dog show because Captain Holt said one of the dogs was majestic.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's influenced by that.
He said it's a national dog show. They're all majestic.
There's no shortage of football games to watch. Yeah, that's another positive. If sports aren't your thing, day-long sitcom and movie marathons are totally okay. Sure.
That's usually when at the house I'm at, like the first Home Alone
comes on. Is that something you guys watch? Is that a tradition?
It's not a tradition. It's just like
it's on.
You're walking around and you're seeing the kids watching it.
Okay.
The best Thanksgiving Day movie.
What do you mean? Like to watch on Thanksgiving or that's based on Thanksgiving?
Based and to watch on Thanksgiving.
Is
The Oath.
I think someone said that last year, and I still haven't seen it. Isaac Barinholtz, right? Is he in it?
Ike Barinholtz.
Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tiffany Haddish.
Okay. It's great.
Great.
Okay.
I had a couple of people poo-pooing me for it, and then they saw it and like, okay, this is amazing.
I will put this on the list. There's 25 things here. They're not numbered, but everyone has their own unique traditions. That to me is what I'm always curious about. Because what do people like here? People do the turkey trot or run to feed the hungry, the Thanksgiving Day run. This one says it's perfectly acceptable to take a nap during the day. Okay.
They're saying that like it's not acceptable every single day of the year.
It's not super commercialized. That's, I mean, super compared to other.
I guess compared to Christmas.
Yeah. The decorations are adorable.
And the only reason why it's not commercialized more is because people go hardcore for Halloween and then immediately go to Christmas.
Yeah, and this is the next part. You don't have to worry about getting people gifts. It's not generally a gift. Like you might, if you're going to a house, you bring something to the
you're
house.
Bringing something to the house.
But you're not like, hey, they've got 4 kids and this, I got to give gifts. Like it's just more you're bringing food or wine or a pie or something like that. You can get away with drinking wine all day. That's another positive.
Acting like that's not acceptable every day of the year.
It's fun to prepare for Black Friday shopping. Again, something that's not my thing. I don't get that. That used to be a big thing where people would, I got to get home early because I'm getting up early to go to the mall. And I'm like, really? Man. It could be comfortable to be back in your hometown.
See, that's where I say it is somewhat commercialized.
Right.
Because how many people are like, hey, I can't go to Thanksgiving because I got to be at work in a little bit.
Right.
Like it used to be like everything on Thanksgiving was like shut down. Now almost every place is open.
How about this? You can dress up or be as casual as you want. I feel like when I was younger, it was kind of, hey, we're dressing up. And I'm like,
I don't want to wear a sweater.
Yeah. Pants, boo. And then now it's like, people are just comfortable. People are just comfortable. So do you have any specific family traditions? That's the part that I think was the most intriguing of this list.
I'll just go over to my cousin's.
Okay.
Hang out.
And eat.
Hope he doesn't set the backyard on fire with
frying the
turkey.
Have you done that before?
No.
That, for some reason, I was asked to do that maybe amongst our family, probably now 10 to 15 years ago. And I'm usually not the guy that watches the videos, but I watched all the videos. And then I was super petrified that I'm like, I'll do that. I'll tip over the thing. I'll start a fire. I'll cover it wrong. Maybe rain will hit it. Like, oh no, I was worried about all the different things that I watched and read. And then now that I've done it 10 times, like, oh yeah, it's super easy. But I was very nervous the first time, especially like dropping in like, be careful. Don't just plow, and just like, oh yeah, this is fine. Just, I don't know. Try to follow the rules. But deep fried turkey, I will say fried turkey is.
I think that's the way to go.
It is the best. I don't love turkey on Thanksgiving. I eat it, but I will say of the plate, the proportion of turkey to sides on my plate is like, I literally might go, well, I made the turkey. Everyone says it's pretty good. I'll just take like a small little corner of turkey. And it's like, okay, yeah, the turkey's good, but I want to eat everything else. To me, it's a side dish holiday. And nothing wrong with that.
Isn't every holiday a side dish holiday at this point now?
Yeah, that could be true. But I feel like Christmas has a variety for people of what they cook, where Thanksgiving in general, as a generalization, turkey kind of seems to be the meat of choice. Now there's some people that are vegan or vegetarians. I get that. That's fine. But I mean, I think if we're doing a generality, Thanksgiving and turkey have been linked together. And that's where, and I've told this story before, we had brought this up earlier about gumbo. The very first time I went to they weren't even in-laws. It was just, I wasn't married into the family yet, but they were serving gumbo, Chris. And I thought, well, this is different. This maybe is what their family does.
Yeah, I'll go get there and get the bowl there.
And the gumbo was phenomenal, so I had a bowl, and it's like, well, I didn't see any of the other food. I'm like, well, I'm going to have a second bowl of gumbo. And then I
came here hungry.
And then I had a third bowl of gumbo, and I was like, that was fabulous. I'm done. What a fabulous meal. And then probably within an hour, here comes the turkey, the dressing, the potato, like everything else. Like, did not realize I should have.
Where's the food, dude?
Should have paced myself for just one bowl and then the accoutrement after. All right. Well, I don't know is there a worse thing about Thanksgiving? The question was best and worst. I like Thanksgiving. I don't really have a worse label.
There's got to be something.
Well, I'm sure there is.
I think I just said it where like not everyone can enjoy it because they have to work that night.
That's true. And that's probably the case for every holiday, different times. You've had to work Thanksgiving before.
Worked last Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That was, I think I guess you had to, but you chose to. But yeah. You're not working tomorrow, are you?
No.
Good. All right, let's get to question 2.
Question 2.
Favorite Thanksgiving holiday food traditions?
Well, I just mentioned ours, like our family or the married into the family is gumbo. But
what's your strategy though?
What's my
all day?
All day?
Like so, even past the meal.
Well, I think here's might be the more of the intriguing. I'll ask you, when is the meal? What time would you say your meal is?
Oh, it's like bright light out.
2?
It's like 3.
3, okay. I was trying to figure out the wheelhouse time for the masses of when Thanksgiving is. Sometimes my family will also be like, oh, let's cook eggs and grits and bacon. I'm like, no. Like, I know I'm going to be eating a lot. I can make it till 2 and not eat, or just grab something I don't want to ruin anything else. But But I think that to me is one of my favorite parts about Thanksgiving, because if that meal is like at 2 or 3, then whether it's the leftovers or seconds at like 6 is perfect. And what we used to do, or what we started to do after that first year or two with, for me, the gumbo fiasco of eating too much, was usually we have gumbo as kind of the starter, maybe a gumbo and some.
Is that a story in the family?
Yes, gumbo and the rolls, and then we like go outside, and I say whether we play football, but we throw the football around or go for a walk or do something to get the body moving and try to move some of that food around, and then go to round 2 later. But usually we have football on in the background. Maybe one TV in the house has the parade. I don't know if we ever get to movies or whatever, but we'll usually play some games. Do you guys play games at all on Thanksgiving?
Yeah. There's usually a domino game happening somewhere.
Oh, nice. But domino, I mean, that's like 1-on-1, right?
No, 1-on-3.
You can have 3 play?
You have 4 play.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. But how many will be at your house or the house you're at tomorrow?
Probably about 20.
Ooh. So, yeah, like one table might be playing dominoes. Is there a second game going on, or just other people milling around cooking?
Usually the kids are playing
their own games.
Video games someplace else.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember when you were a kid. Well, you had cousins, right? So you were just
no.
Like how was Thanksgiving as a kid for you?
Lame.
Lame? Why?
Because for most of the time we went up to where my great grandma lived in Grass Valley, and we would go to her church potluck. So it was just like
you didn't love it.
Yeah. But then when we would do it, because like it was weird, because like a lot of my cousins had like step parents and stuff like that. So it kind of became like Thanksgiving was where everyone goes to the other families type of thing. But occasionally when we would have a Thanksgiving together, it was pretty good.
Yeah, when you have to, I mean, when you're a kid, you're at the mercy of your parents or your family, wherever they're going.
And it's weird, like Grass Valley back then felt like an all-day trip to get to. It's like,
you know what? I remember we had, it's funny you say, I don't think it was Thanksgiving, but we did some sort of family event that was in Grass Valley, and it felt like it was far. How far away is the Grass Valley?
Hour 15, hour and a half.
Yeah. It's beautiful up there, but it's a trek. Let's see what do we got here. Some people saying, rolling solo for Thanksgiving with my cat. So no turkey. Picked up a rotisserie chicken, but I'm making sides and a pumpkin cheesecake from scratch. And, of course, all-day football into a 4-day weekend. Okay.
Yeah, I've gotten I started doing a Basque cheesecake. I've done that the last couple of years.
That you made?
Yeah.
Okay. So cheesecake over pie.
Yes. If you've had this one, it's legit.
It's legit. Where's this other one I like? My wife and I argue about what time Thanksgiving meal will be served every year, and every is in caps. I don't know that there's a universal time, but I'm with you, Chris. I usually feel like it's not dinner, like when we're having Thanksgiving dinner, but it's not. If people's dinner are 5, 6, or 7, it's moved up 2, 3, or 4.
Like about dinner time is when you go back and you make like a
your leftovers sandwich.
Leftover sandwich.
I generally never make that. Like it always sounds good. Oh, the turkey leftover sandwich is the best. Again, we have all those other sides. If I'm having seconds or leftovers, it's the remainder of the sides. Do you have the turkey sandwich?
Oh yeah,
you do.
Usually there's like a ham made too. So
ham too.
Yeah.
Or if there's that pie that you're talking about, it's like I could use a little something else. How about something sweet? I like sweets. There you go. All right, that was question 2. Let's get to question 3.
Question 3.
What are you most thankful for regarding the Sacramento Kings?
Oh, how about that? Touching. Here's another text. My wife and I are hosting 50 people this year. That's big.
Big house.
Big house. Are you borrowing chairs like Carmichael Dave? What am I most thankful for regarding the Sacramento Kings? By the way, on our Sactown Sports website, a really nice piece done by our own Chris Watkins about that very thing, about things to be thankful for, even in this trying season for the Sacramento Kings.
It's weird that Chris Watkins was the
positive Chris. Yeah. But it was a really good article. I read that, and I encourage anybody else to read it. I will say something I am thankful for. I am really thankful for the chance that Doug Christie's getting. I know it, Chris, you know it, how much he wanted to be a coach and how much, I don't know if he ever thought he would be the head coach when he was talking to us about wanting to coach. But now he is, and I know how much he wants to be successful, how much he wants this team to win, how much he wants this fan base to enjoy a winning team. So he's in that spot. I also am nervous about all that because the way life works, coaches get hired to ultimately get released and fired, but he's not in that spot yet. He is coaching the team. He's coaching his heart out, and I know how much it means to him. So I'm thankful that he's getting that opportunity.
It was good to see the team hustle isn't being questioned the last couple of games.
Yeah, that was a prideful win. So I'm thankful, in a weird way, because of that game and because of the poor performance for the previous 8 games, I guess the last 2 games, but the previous 8 games of that, I feel like a lot of people have appreciated the last 2 wins.
Yes.
More so than there's people that are like, ugh, these 2 wins mean nothing. Why are you winning games? They have 5. Relax. They didn't move into third. They are still they've dug a huge hole. I don't think they've solved all their problems. But to me, I hope that some people still are trying to enjoy the journey. Now, this journey has not been very fun at times this year. But I'm thankful that I think some fans still have a pretty good perspective on you got to enjoy the wins because the losses aren't fun, and some of them have been really bad. And so for people that watched the game, listened to the game, or certainly went to the game, there's a few people here in the building, Chris, that were at the game on on Monday and talked about how much fun they had.
Oh, yeah.
And I went, you know what? When you grow up liking a team, there's some sort of attraction. You live close to them. There's a player you liked. The team colors, whatever drew you to the Sacramento Kings, there was some sort of fun element to it. And the win that they had the other night kind of had all of that attached to it. So I'm glad I'm thankful that I think some people have grown to appreciate that.
One of my favorite games ever was a random OKC Thunder game. I think you had extra tickets that you lent me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a TNT game.
Okay.
And that was I think that was the one with the famous Bill Walton saying, "Go ahead and print your playoff tickets now."
Uh-huh.
Because it was the Kings are terrible. The Kings are awful. I want to say they beat Oklahoma City, but the entire game was this huge party, and every time out, people were going absolutely crazy. And it's there's not a lot of places that are like that.
Very true. Very true. I'm thankful we had some more family members over yesterday, and we actually talked about the beam and just the overall, just the concept. What felt like a gimmick, and maybe it was at the beginning, is now a community staple. And I'm thankful for it. It's such a great concept, and I love that how many of the players that come, Russell Westbrook's man, I hated that thing. And the first thing he wanted to do was light the beam.
Of course.
I remember the game. The Kings beat the Warriors this year. So
I would say that the beam should still be lit by a lever and not a button, but
yeah.
Go on.
Details. Because how does the lever sound?
It should go and it should be like a Frankenstein-like thing where sparks fly out at the bottom.
Oh yeah, part of it, and then it just shoots up and goes through the roof. It was the second game the Kings won. So the first game they beat the Jazz, and Westbrook got to light the beam. The second time when they beat the Warriors, on the radio side, we're interviewing Drew Eubanks, who had a good game, and I think G-Man even kind of paused and he was like, "Hang on, we're going to get a loud noise in here because I think it was Zack Lavine is about to light the beam." And Drew Eubanks goes, "I know, I want to light that. When's it going to be my turn?" And it's just, it's become a community bonding thing. And I think my favorite part about that is it's a saying that you can just pass on to another Kings fan or someone. And I mean, we've all told versions of this story. I remember when Chris, my wife and I were in Boston, I don't know how many years ago, a few years ago, visiting out there, and you know, when you meet someone in another part of town, like, hey, where are you guys from? And then it's like, okay, we're in Boston, so I'm going to be a generality. I'm like, oh, California. Oh, what part? Okay, well, they're digging a little deep. Northern California. Oh, where? Sacramento. And then, oh, Light the Beam. And I'm like, wow, okay. Saw a guy in Hawaii wearing a King shirt walking by him. I'm like, Light the Beam. He's like, Light the Beam. It's something you can say where it's universal what Kings fans know what that is. And I'm thankful that we have the Beam. It's a cool thing that I thought, well, it's going to be 1 year and it's kind of a little thing, and then we move on, but it's here.
You can tell how good the Kings are by how the other team's social media reacts to the Beam.
Mocks the Beam.
So, like, the Kings have been awful, so no one's really been saying anything.
They leave it alone.
But when the Kings are good.
Yeah. No beam lighting tonight. It's like, okay.
We got a beam tonight.
Yeah. Relax, Milwaukee. Relax. Yeah. There's some envy and jealousy from others in that. But, yeah, I think there's lots of things to be thankful for. I think the biggest piece that I'm thankful for, and I say this with confidence, yet there's some reservations behind it based on the Kings' past. But I'm thankful that from what all things appear to be, that this team and Scott Perry and the decision makers are going to take a really, what I think is pragmatic and sound approach to this roster. And I do think they're going to move on from some of the high-priced veterans and clean some of this roster imbalance up. And I personally think that's the right move. I do. I don't know whether you want to call it a full whatever. We're getting lost in the minutia of what we're calling it, a teardown, a rebuild, or just a shuffling of the cards. I don't know. But by what is being mentioned and what has been kind of the goal, I think that's the right way to go. And we're going to talk more about that with Sam Amik, who did talk to Scott Perry. Sam's going to join us in about 30 minutes from now. But I think I'm thankful for kind of this approach that the organization, at least as of now, that's where the reservations have been. I don't want them to think, hey, we're just one player away from becoming a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seed. I'm like, nah, you're not. Like, just keep playing, keep battling, keep surveying and learning. But I think some moves have to be made to get to that long-term sustainability that I know that they're craving. So, all right, when we come back, Week 13 of the NFL starts tomorrow with 3 Thanksgiving Day games. We'll talk to you about the slate this week, the 49ers hitting the road against the Browns, some of the meaningful games of Week 13. We've got that next.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
on Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Wednesday. You feel the chill stepping out the door, and you may see some areas of fog. We could have some heavier, dense fog around the region, with drops in visibility through about 11 o'clock this morning. Into the day ahead, we will see a slow breakup of the fog, with temperatures peaking in the mid to upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Black Friday deals are here at the Roseville Auto Mall. Drive away in a great vehicle at the best deal during our Black Friday sales event. 20 top brands and thousands of vehicles in stock daily with savings as big as the selection. The Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Call Maverick Electrical to claim your free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check with a donation. This month, donate 5 canned foods to Maverick Electric's Holiday Food Drive and get a free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check. They'll collect your cans at the appointment and make sure your heat stays comfy and your lights stay steady, so the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callammaverick.com to schedule your free tune-up today. What would a Maverick do? Because you're a Maverick too. Limited appointment appointments. Some restrictions apply. Give to get with no gimmicks.
Ready to order.
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-275-1728. That's 800-275-1728.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop. Light the world through the giving machines. Experience the joy of giving this season and helping those in need. Now through December 8th at the Galleria Mall, Roseville, and Vintage Fair Mall, Modesto.
In the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
All right, back here on the show again. Sam Amik coming up at 8 o'clock.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
We look forward to checking in with him. Chris, you were talking about, what's your Thanksgiving movie again?
The Oath.
The Oath. Okay, lists are meant to be mocked and made fun of. So I just quickly pulled up best Thanksgiving movies, and Rotten Tomatoes had, I don't even, is this to watch on Thanksgiving? Best Thanksgiving movies, your holiday movie feast, because I don't know that these are linked to Thanksgiving per se. Charlie Chaplin, The Gold Rush is #1. Knives Out, I love that movie.
Because there are movies that kind of feel like Christmas movies. Like Creed to me feels like a Christmas movie.
Interesting. Now, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah, that's around Thanksgiving. That's #5. Rocky is #7.
And there is Thanksgiving in Rocky.
Okay.
That's when they go back and she's been cooking all day, and then he makes her go to the ice. Polly makes them go to the ice skating rink together.
Oh, wow. Have you seen this one? Thanksgiving?
The horror movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 15th.
Thanksgiving, the movie, started out as a fake trailer in Grindhouse and was turned into a horror movie, I believe, in 2023.
Of course. Scent of a Woman.
Hoo-ah!
Instant Family. Instant Family is a good movie.
Home for the Holidays.
I'm looking for it. My Blue Heaven.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
The Big Chill, Funny People. A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Grumpy Old Men. The Blind Side.
I think there's Thanksgiving in that movie.
Don't
see The Blind Side.
I like The Blind Side. Oh, there's The Oath. 48th.
48th? You're crazy.
63% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wait, are they just going by Rotten Tomatoes rankings?
Well, this is no, because the movie above it has 61%. So they ranked it. They took the time to rank this. Four Brothers. I saw that, but I don't think about Thanksgiving with that. Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh,
Son-in-Law.
What is it? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is a Thanksgiving movie.
Oh,
I get it. French Class.
Christmas. All right. Well, enjoy your movies. I know you hate that Christmas Story is on all the time on Christmas.
It's not a good movie, and everyone lies to themselves that says it's a good movie. I'm like, oh, it used to play all the time. It played all the time because it was cheap. That's why TNT had the rights to it, and they're like, we're just going to throw this on instead of doing any sort of programming.
And they still do. Still have the rights, correct? Is that still a thing?
It didn't even remember when it's like, oh, on this date, the movie Christmas Story came out. It's like, oh, it's such a great movie. It's such a great movie. It was out like now. It didn't even make it to December. A movie that came out in the 80s didn't make it out a month. That's back when movies lasted like 6 months in the theaters.
Oh, yeah, forever in the theater. Okay, here's another list. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see The Oath. But Planes, Trains, and Automobiles seems to be rated as one of the highest Thanksgiving movies. All right, Week 13 is here tomorrow. What a day for Thanksgiving Day football as far as impact in both conferences, in some playoff races, fantasy football for those of you out there. Get your lineup set, by the way. Don't, hey, wait till Sunday and you go, oh, I missed my Thanksgiving lineups. Yeah, tomorrow you've got 3 games. Packers at Lions. By the way, all 3 games can be heard right here on Sactown Sports. So if you're driving around on your way to your feast, keep it locked here to Sactown Sports. You'll be able to hear some football. Packers at Lions gets it started. Chiefs and Cowboys also tomorrow. And then I believe it's Bengals and Ravens. That would be one, Chris, I'm sure. Now, we don't live in a spot of America that does that, but I would imagine there are a lot of people in Dallas and Detroit that their Thanksgiving tradition is to go to the game.
Tailgate.
Yeah, oh, man, that would be kind of fun. Tailgate your Thanksgiving at...
The tailgating on Thanksgiving should be like everyone is welcome. Like you should be able to go and pick and choose from different spots.
And I would say, in general, it's not foolproof, but there's something about tailgating. Yeah, again, it's not foolproof because everybody's going to come up with examples. I'm going to do a generality. Why did that weird word sound weird? Words are hard.
You shouldn't have had those 3 shots before the show.
Don't you feel like most people want to share? Like if you were coming by, Chris, I'm having a tailgate, and you come by, oh, come on, and you had 8 people. No, come on, grab a plate. It just feels like, and here's an example. The 2 weeks ago was the last Sac State football game. I actually went out to the parking lot and ran into, 6, 7 different people that I knew, and literally everybody said, "You want some food? You want some food? We got extra huge. We cooked this." It just seems like everybody wants to share.
Well, the big thing too is like it's tough to take home.
Yeah, exactly. They want the food gone, and someone's gone through the trouble to cook it. But yeah, that would be a really cool tradition in Detroit or Dallas because they always have the home
I'd prefer
games.
Dallas.
Dallas tailgate?
Yeah.
Because it's warmer?
Yeah.
And Detroit, well, it's early here, midday, I guess there, but that would be a kind of a fun experience. So Packers at Lions, that's a good game.
But see, that might be the way to do it too, is to, like, can you make it to Thanksgiving after the Lions game, like in Detroit?
Yeah, I would think so. So what time is that? That's 10 here. Detroit time, that's think
1.
East 1. Yeah.
So you got a later one, like a 6 o'clock Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but I would say, so let's say you and I we're going to the Packers-Lions games tomorrow, the game. We're doing some sort of pregame tailgate. So the game's at 1. We're trying to eat between 10 and 12, maybe 12, to go into the game. Now, you don't eat – I wonder if their food sales are down for the game. Like, they'll know that inventory. But if we tailgated and then, boom, game ends, we drive home, and then we have the Thanksgiving feast at home too. Yeah, that's a good day. Where Dallas's game is at 1:30 here, so that's 3:30 Dallas. I guess you're going for the leftovers, late night leftovers after. And then the last one's Bengals-Ravens. That's at 5:20 here. So in Baltimore, that's kicking off at 8:20. So you've had the day to have your feast, and then you're going to go sit and watch football to end the night. But the rest of the weekend, besides those games that have, I mean, look, you got the Packers at 7-3-1, the Lions at 7-4. So there's huge implications in that. And if you look at the playoff picture right now in the NFC, Detroit is on the outside looking in on the NFC playoff picture. The Niners are 8-4. So they're in that last spot. Detroit right now would not be in as a playoff team. So that's a big game for those. And if the Packers are currently in 6th, so there could be a little leapfrog situation there if Detroit's able to win tomorrow. Also, games of note this weekend. A really good game. Bears and Eagles. Bears have won all these close games, had all these thrilling fourth quarters. They're 8-3. The Eagles are 8-3. That's one of the better matchups for Week 13 in the NFL. And then also on Sunday, you've got the Bills at the Steelers. Right now, Pittsburgh is sliding a little bit. They're 6-5, and the Bills hanging on to that last wild card spot at 7-4. So that's a game of note. Texans at the Colts. Texans are not a playoff team right now. They're 6-5. Colts are 8-3. They play each other twice. So if Houston can beat the Colts both times, obviously they get the tiebreaker. They give the Colts a couple more losses and can really move up the ladder. So those are probably the most prominent games of the week. As far as some other games, certainly for the 49ers, they go to Cleveland to take on the Browns on Sunday. Shedeur Sanders will make the start. We'll see if the Niners can get to win 9. I think this is an important one to get. Just get through Cleveland, get to the bye, come out of the bye and play the Titans, and then get to that last push to see what the 49ers can do and see how many wins they can get. And then as far as the Raiders go, because everybody's playing this week, no bye weeks this week, the Raiders are at the Chargers Sunday afternoon. All right, so that's kind of a look at what's ahead in Week 13 in the National Football League. Also, don't forget, there's a Friday game. That's the Bears-Eagles. So you got those three. Friday, gotta get down on Friday. You got those 3 Thursday games, 1 Friday game, and then the rest of the slate for Sunday and Monday. When we come back, the Kings battle the Suns tonight. We'll preview that. We got some sound from practice yesterday, what the guys are saying after the 2 wins in a row, and what's going right for the Kings before we get to Sam Amik at 8. That's all as we continue right here on Sactown Sports.
Malik Monk plays here.
Started left, goes right, steps back, launches the 3. Nothing but net. Oh, that was just filthy. Oh, my, that was sweet.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-329-2121. That's 800-329-2121.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
Well, what other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
All right, Sam Amik going to join us in about 15 minutes. Jason Ross, Christopher Laud. Chris, we were talking about, before we get into the Kings and Suns tonight and some Kings audio, we were talking about the Lions' tradition of hosting Thanksgiving football and the speculation that maybe people tailgate before the game and after the game they go to Thanksgiving. If food sales are down, maybe they're up, maybe it's something I'm missing. What do you got?
Well, I'll say that just from the Detroit Free Press, they are expecting to serve at Ford Field 2,500 pounds of turkey, 2,000 pounds of mashed potatoes, 1,800 turkey legs, 1,400 pounds of stuffing, 600 pounds of green beans, 500 pounds of corn, 100 gallons of gravy, 55 gallons of cranberry sauce, and 4,500 slices of pie.
So they obviously lean into a separate Thanksgiving Day menu.
So they've got a couple of special things this year. They have the turkey leg, which is served with cornbread dressing and tangy sweet cranberry barbecue sauce. That's $25.
And that's a giant thing that people carry around, yeah.
Fourth and Feast fries. Crispy waffle fries with roasted turkey, cheese curds, gravy, cranberry drizzle, and topped with crispy onions. And this is a little different. The Jahmyr Gibbs Spin Dash combo. It is a smash burger, pays homage to Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs and his favorite foods. The combo is $22.99 and includes a pepperoni pizza smash burger topped with pizza sauce, pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, and pizza seasoning. It is served with golden ring tater tots and blue Sour Patch Kids.
Okay. That is random.
They've got some drinks, cinnamon sugar donuts.
Okay. But the first part is they lean into Thanksgiving. I didn't know that.
Oh, listen to this. At Section 134, you get peach cobbler and gumbo from Cooking with Q.
Okay.
Sweet potato cheesecake.
Hello.
Pumpkin biscoff ice cream pie. Apple pie pecans. And white chocolate pumpkin snickerdoodle ice cream sandwich.
Okay. I guess we need to go to a Lions game on Thanksgiving. That Jahmyr Gibbs special sounds a bit odd.
The Sour Patch Kids threw me.
Yeah, that threw me too. All right, Kings in action tonight. They will take on the Phoenix Suns, trying to make it 3 in a row. Are things getting better for this squad? Well, Doug Christie was asked that yesterday after practice about this group trying to figure things out.
Yeah, I think it's in them, and that's who they are. It's just, when you bring a new team together, a new coaching staff, new new everything. Everything is, there's a smoothing out process. The diamond is, it's pressure that makes the diamond. And then once you get it, they facet and polish and all these different things. And there's parts of that we're going through and we're figuring each other out. And then there's the locker room dynamic and a team dynamic that they're figuring out. And, ultimately what you see is the end result on the court. And we want it to be a certain way. It's not always exactly that way, but the one thing that they can control more than anything is the compete level. And they've done it at a really high level.
All right, well, speaking of some guys playing at a high level, how about Keegan Murray now 3 games back, 2 as a starter. He played well. Coach Christie talks about Keegan's growth.
Just all-around growth. We want to put him in positions. There's been a few times where he's actually grabbed a rebound. He's like, no, go. And that just shows confidence. Also, it shows the guards like, I can get out and run, and now maybe he'll advance me the ball, clear space, let him get downhill. But it's that is a process too. Like, ultimately I'd like to see him in pick and rolls as a screener and as a ball handler because he has so many different gifts. As a screener, you might find a way to take advantage of a switch if they're going 1 through whatever he's playing because he's guarded everybody out on the floor. So him handling the ball has been huge, rebounding the ball, shooting the ball, defending the ball. It's been good.
Yeah, Keegan's had to do a little bit of everything, and he's come through for them. So that was a really nice win, a much-needed win. Let's hear Doug address getting that victory.
Because the defense happened, we get out and run, guys are dunking and finishing, and then you look over and pan to the bench, and it's just pandemonium. Like they're happy and excited for each other, and those are the moments that become contagious overall.
Well, not on that getting that Kings win. The other moment that could be contagious is an all-out effort, play or plays, but the one that stands out to everybody is the one save the other night from Malik Monk.
You give it up. You give of yourself. You come and you demonstrate not only to like the fans at large, but it's also to my teammate. Like, I'm willing to sacrifice for you because he wasn't going to get that ball, like get it and then keep it for himself. He was doing that for his teammate. And when you do stuff like that, that speaks to your teammate like, wow, man, okay, he's getting down like that. Well, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do now to help you? And then before you know it, it becomes the standard of what we do.
So now they're trying to build upon that, but it was really nice to look. The losing streak was 8, as we mentioned yesterday, historically bad as far as margins of defeat in that losing streak. Precious Achiuwa, who's been a really good find for Scott Perry and helping this team, talked yesterday about ending that losing streak.
I mean, stay the course, it's a long season. Like I said, there's a lot of guys that are winners in the locker room. Has been to a lot of high-level NBA games and playoffs and all that kind of stuff. And just knowing, understanding that you just got to stay consistent with what you do. Obviously we didn't play our best basketball. We didn't compete at a really, really high level in some of those losses. That's something that we could look in the mirror. We look in the mirror and say, okay, we could do better at this, and we came out and showed that the last 2 games.
More from Precious. He was impressed. He's still relatively new to being a Sacramento King, but he talked about the group backing him, the Kings crowd.
At one point, I looked up and I think everybody was standing in the arena. You know, it's just crazy to see his beautiful energy, feeding off the crowd and all that kind of stuff. You know, we need that every day. And obviously we got to give the crowd something to stand up for, every game. So it's both sides.
All right, let's get one last player perspective here. More from the rookie, Maxime Reynaud, who is getting a little more run, a little bit more opportunity, and he talks about how that's helping him get more comfortable.
The more reps you get, the more confident you are, and as you say, the more the game slows down. Still have a ton to learn. I'm trying to, listen to Russ, listen to Debo, Dennis, everybody. I try to get better every single game. Now, for sure, my confidence has been more up, knowing that you're going to play certain times, certain minutes. You can kind of, get your body and mind ready. So I'm trying to learn from it and get better, yeah.
All right, and the last one from Max. Everybody's kind of talking about Keegan. We mentioned yesterday Demar saying it's Keegan's team. Maxime talks about what he's seeing from Keegan Murray.
As the fans, Keegan Murray chants were pretty electric last night, but I don't know what, it's been 3 games he's been back. 2 wins in 3 games already, and having one of the best defenders in the league in our team, and him being able to make big-time shots, get big-time rebounds when it matters, helps every team. There's a reason why we got him a 5-year contract, so come on. Yeah, he's been big for us, for sure.
Yeah, so Keegan, Maxime, Precious, Doug Christie, that whole crew getting ready tonight for their second look at the Phoenix Suns. And Phoenix has been a pleasant surprise, I would say, at this point of the season. Phoenix came in as a team that completely underachieved the last couple of years, but specifically last year it was going to be Booker and Durant and Beal, and they were going to push for the top of the West, and that just didn't happen. They underperformed. And then now it was they got rid of Durant. They moved on from Beal. What are they going to even have this year? Well, they're 11-7. And they've had a favorable schedule to begin the year, but look, they're winning the games. They're getting confident. They beat the Kings already. They've had 8-3 home record. That's really nice. And so they've been able to capitalize on some things, and Sacramento will go on the attack tonight to see what they can do against them. But look, they start with Booker, but guys like Dylan Brooks, Grayson Allen, who I think is out for tonight, but guys that have provided some toughness for them, veterans too, like Royce O'Neal. But they just have an interesting collection of players that have figured out how to play together, which is the important thing. The Kings are still trying to figure that out for themselves.
Do you know who Maxime Reynaud? Sorry, but do you know who Maxime Reynaud sounds like?
There, he sounded like he was hoarse, so I don't know if he's been yelling a lot in practice.
But it finally hit me who he sounds like, just like his demeanor and sound. Do you remember the Canadian kid that was going to Disneyland? It got shut down for COVID.
Not at all.
Okay, well, this is what he sounds like to me, so let me see if you hear it.
It's closing for the whole month, and we come from Canada. Took a long trip to get here.
Let me play Max.
The more reps you get, the more confident you are, and as you say, the more the game slows down.
I think it's mostly on the Keegan.
On the Keegan one?
Yeah.
As the fans, Keegan Murray chants were pretty electric last night, but I don't know what, it's been 3
How
games.
did you hear that?
It's closing for the whole month, and we come from Canada. Took a long trip to get here.
All right, now we've got it. I haven't seen him in the same spot.
You might hear that on
a future rewind.
Future rewind.
All right, 2 hours complete. When we come back, usually he's on Thursdays, but we're off tomorrow. From The Athletic, Sam Amik joins us. That is straight ahead here on Sactown Sports.
Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Presenting a Gain Flings love story. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus this morning when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. Alas, I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Try Gain Flings with OxyBoost and Febreze.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Get Black Friday savings during the Happy Honda Days excitement going on now at Stockton Honda, Northern California's best Honda dealer. You'll score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacramento's official home of the 49ers.
San Francisco.
Sactown Sports, 1140.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the week. Your week! So right now, I need every single listener on their feet. Callers, texters, YouTubers. Make some noise for Sacramento's favorite sports morning show. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, and the man behind the glass, Chris Berlon.
That's right. Normally we'd be halfway through the week. Thank you, Scott Freshour. But it's a short week. Dave is off today. We're off tomorrow and Friday. But the NBA never stops. Kings play tonight. They play Friday. They play Sunday. Ooh, that means we'll have a triple rewind on Monday. Look forward to that. And normally on Thursdays we get a chance to talk to the great Sam Amik. But Sam was so nice enough to move his day up for us because there's always info to get from Sam Amik. We have him on the phone today. We miss your pretty face or your peachy sweatshirt, Sam, whatever it might be. How are you, Sam?
I'm good, Jay. Sorry for the non-video today. We are hitting the road to go make Houston Rockets shoot-around this morning in San Francisco. So we are in transit.
Okay, so you're always on the move. What's the Thanksgiving plans for the Amics?
Pretty low key. I mean, all honestly, because these Peacock games are killing me in terms of how late they are. So that means I'm going to stay over in San Francisco and then take my time coming back. So we'll be in town, though, by the time I get back tomorrow, and I'm sure have a little food. But happy Thanksgiving to everybody early.
Yes, and happy Thanksgiving to you. As far as traditions, any family from a kid to now that are kind of Amik staples, or is it just kind of standard Thanksgiving?
Pretty standard, my friend. The NBA season is not real cooperative when it comes to this particular holiday, but we make it work. How about you guys?
Yeah, same idea. I mean, obviously, game tonight, game Friday. It's just not a lot of time to do that, but we'll get a day to hang out, do some fun, maybe some games, and eat. I mean, that's the name of the holiday, seemingly. So,
absolutely,
we'll take that all in. Sam, great piece this week. You had a chance to talk to Scott Perry about the Kings and their kind of current status and the status going forward. There's a lot to dive in, but I'm just going to start in a generality on the piece. What was yours, someone that was, had the chance to talk to him, maybe your biggest takeaway from your conversation with Scott?
Well, I think probably the fact that even with, his tone and the delivery and the way that he went back to certain messages, it's that, real obvious recognition that the thing that he's asking for from the fans is not easy to ask for, which is, there's not going to be a quick fix, which is that it is unclear how long it might take. I think it was smart of him and the organization to, it's just life in general, to look problems in the face and acknowledge the frustration of the fans. And certainly it's funny, the feedback I got from, my actual circle as opposed to the old comment section was very different. The comment section thought that it was, a lot of propaganda and a lot of empty words, but it seemed like it landed with a lot of fans. But I think, the frustration level had where they, Scott knew that something had to be done about it. But the specifics are hard because what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and talk about individual players and how you see their market. It's just a tricky spot to be in.
Yeah, when I first went through it too, I thought that was interesting that, and he does kind of have to, he deserves patience, whether the fan base can give it. I mean, I get it. They've been through a lot of losing here, but the other part where he was very upfront with you about the autonomy part, that he's going to have his autonomy in doing this his way. I thought that was interesting that he made that a point of emphasis. What was your read on that? Oh, we lost Sam. We lost Sam in mid-question. All right, so he is en route. We are going to get him back. We promise you. Sam obviously writes for The Athletic. He usually joins us each and every Thursday, and it's a central figure to a lot of NBA news, what he's able to do and how connected he is. And I think we got to get much more into this article because I have several notes here that I have written down and questions that I want to ask Sam. So we're going to get back to this one. I know Chris is getting it back online, and so I think we got Sam here. So let's Sam, we're going to bring you back up. I was asking about the fact that Scott openly told you about the autonomy part, that he has that. That's something he's going to have. That took me a little bit. Not that I expected it to be different, but the fact that he brought it up to you, what was your read on that?
Yeah, I agree. And sorry about the technical difficulties there, buddy. I agree because, the way you see it in the story is the way it was, where it's like, all right, we just get started. But not much has been said. And then, if you want to unpack kind of things that it was clear that Scott wanted to make sure that he included, like any of us, if you're having a kind of a meaningful conversation like that, like unsolicited for him to kind of tack on to his first collection of thoughts that, and I forget his exact phrasing, but it was like, I think it should be noted that I'm going to have full autonomy here. Again, let's not forget that Scott spent 3 months here back in 2017 with Vlade Divac in the front office when, he was well aware of the dynamics and part of his job and really part of his value at that time was that he had done a better job than most of navigating the Vivek factor when it comes to ownership involvement and, kind of lack of autonomy from the front office. So it was a short 3-month stint, but he knew all about the dynamics. And so, yeah, I think I agree with you. For him to to basically signal, like, if I say nothing else in this interview, that part is going to be shared with the fans that I promise you I am being allowed to run this thing.
In the two parts we've already discussed for Scott, whether it's kind of wanting or requesting patience maybe from the fans and his, belief that he's going to have autonomy, which one, I don't know, is more important to his success? I mean, I guess maybe the fans don't have a direct impact, but maybe they do. Do you think patience is more important for him or the autonomy part is more important for his success?
I mean, I would suppose the autonomy, because nobody wants to not be given some, leeway to do the job they were hired to do. Now, that's not a guarantee that the moves he makes are going to work. It does, though, create a healthier system where, if let's just say that for the sake of discussion, he's able, Vivek is able to deliver on this and can give Scott autonomy going forward. Then the fans can judge Scott on the moves that he made and that Vivek approved. The latter, as far as the fan frustration, that's a Vivek issue. I don't think, Scott's been here for 5 minutes, so to speak.
Right.
It's funny because I don't know this for a fact. It's pure speculation. But if you ask me, why do you think Scott chose to talk on the record when he did, think about the timing. It's Saturday, it's Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and then we talk Saturday afternoon, and they're in Denver. They've lost 8 in a row. On paper, it looks like they're about to lose 9 in a row. And then you have a home game against Minnesota and a fairly lengthy homestand where the frustration of the fans was at a fever pitch. And, I think, honestly, that component is a Vivek problem. That, if they lost 9 in a row and folks were in a different headspace when the T-Wolves came to town, then what's the messaging from the fans in the arena? And I think that pressure is on the owner because of all the history with him, as opposed to Scott just being hired to clean it up a few months ago.
Yeah, another piece that you asked that I thought was a good question was kind of where they are. And this was, again, on the heels of this 8-game losing streak. They've won 2 in a row. Not sure if that's going to continue or, go back and forth here. This team has certainly struggled to be at where they are now. But you asked about playing the vets versus trying to get in some of the younger guys. I think Doug's trying to get a little bit of both, but it's still primarily a vet-oriented team. Do you think any of that will change or could change, Sam, without a trade? Because I feel like trades will lead to that. I think that'll unblock some things and make it a little easier. But if they don't, it still has a roster of some pretty decent veteran players that probably will get the majority of the minutes. What do you think about kind of that conundrum they're in a little bit right now?
Well, I mean, and tell me, without having the roster right in front of me, like, who are the candidates for who are being blocked the most by the vets from a developmental standpoint? And, like, before you answer, it's like, all right, the Sabonis injury actually, opens up, obviously, a lot of time for Maxine Reynad, and he's one of the few players, I think it's worth saying, like, Scott only highlighted a few certain players, on the record in our discussion. You don't need to, it's not hard to connect dots about how he sees their roster. So, Maxine's getting playing time. Nick Clifford, has got to be developed. From there, I mean, a lot of folks wished I would have asked Scott about Keon Ellis, and that's fair because I know he's a fan favorite. I think part of me is tricky when you're talking to the GM about coaches' decisions, and the front office plays a role there. But I think that that messaging from Scott at that time reflects also the reality of the situation with the vets, which is like, if you're going to roll over, which they were doing at the time, then sure, we'll find a bunch of other options. Because I think that was the frustration on that road trip was, I mean, you had Zack Lavine playing like Jekyll and Hyde. You had Demar playing like Jekyll and Hyde, to the point where, some folks are looking at box scores and going, okay, is this a quiet protest? Like, why are you not shooting? It's that energy was pretty bad. And, but if they're going to play like they did the last couple of days, that's a different story.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about development from that. It was the last game. It was a great game, great comeback to beat Minnesota. They played really well. They got the victory. But I thought the takeaway I had, Sam, at the conclusion of the game was the postgame where Demar De Rozan went out of his way to basically say this is Keegan Murray's team. He means everything to the team, and that's a clip I had not heard. I had not heard anybody else say it. Now, contract-wise and where he signed, that would lead that to be that. But for a team that's filled with veterans and prideful veterans and guys that will be in the Hall of Fame later, that surprised me a bit. Where do you think? What did you think about that statement, and do you agree with it being Keegan's team going forward?
Honestly, Jay, I kind of loved it. And now I'm going to sound like the hype man looking for silver linings for Kings fans. That's a big deal because when when Scott and his staff looked at Keegan's situation and had to spend really months figuring out what kind of number to give him extension-wise. And, I think we talked back at the time that it started in the Jabari Smith territory, which was like 5 for 120. And then eventually gets to, I think, 5 for 143. That extension was pretty significantly criticized around the league just as being too rich. And the Kings calculus that was I think like a make or break component of the deal is like with Keegan, it's like, all right, you've shown some potential at times that maybe you could be a number 1 or a number 2 option on a good team. But when all these vets came to town, he was pretty passive. And it was like, I get it. Human nature wise, you look around and see guys who might wind up in the Hall of Fame and you're not aggressive. I give Keegan credit, and I think he needs to continue down this road. Like literally, if he can have a level up this season, and if he can realize that extension literally means that he's far and away the only player on this team who can say that, I've been established as part of the future here, if I can live up to that. I mean, that's the thing is if he's going to be a 3 or 4 option on that contract, then it's going to be, honestly, that will be a miss for Scott and his staff. That's not 3 and 4 option money. And so Keegan showing some of his potential in the way that he has and his teammates supporting it in the way they have is a pretty big development to me.
Talking with Sam Amik from The Athletic just earlier this week, released a conversation and some points that you had with Scott Perry. Some other takeaways for me, Sam, in that conversation. You did address with him about kind of the desire to eventually move on from some of the veterans that they have, some of the bigger contracts, and Demar's mentioned Sabonis, Zack Lavine. One of the things that I found interesting too was Zack was brought up was you didn't have clarity on maybe from Zack's camp whether or not they would be interested in opting out. Most people would look at that and go, there's no way he would, but maybe there is a way when players could kind of choose their next fate. There might be some money this summer. As we get closer and closer on that, we're not there yet, but what's your gut telling you about what Zack's camp might think about that extra year he has left on his contract?
The messaging was that it was too early. At face value, like you said, Jay, it has seemed crazy that he would think about opting out, but I don't have his age in front of me. Do we remember exactly how old Zack is at this point?
He's 30, and he'll be 31 at the end of this season. So, and if he finished the whole deal, he'd be 32 when that last year expires.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's not as much money as it used to be when it comes to today's NBA. It's still a ton of money. But I think the question there is that if it was a, toxic, non-winning, non-enjoyable environment for Zack all the way through this season, and let's just say worst case scenario, they prioritize the young guys. For all we know, Zack, let's say Zack's on the shelf, then just what do you want out of your career standpoint? I don't think you want to spend your, year 31 going into year 32 as a guy who is one of the better bucket getters in the league and enjoys playing the game and averaging 20-plus points, having to basically put all of that on hold just for the sake of, again, not nothing at all. So still would be surprised if he opted out, but, nobody's saying that is as much of a no-brainer as we might have thought.
Yeah, and without knowing what potential deals could be out there, just your again, back to your gut feeling with the Kings in this situation, specifically with Zack, be better off if he opted out, in a sense like that contract would leave the team, or trying to deal him and get something, contract-wise back in return? That's a lot of money coming back.
Yeah, that's the issue, is that, and admittedly, I had to clean up some of the drafts reporting that I had in that piece. I had it wrong initially about what they have left from the Fox trade and other stuff they have. So the issue is, like, if you're getting off that Zack Lavine contract, then you're giving up some of the draft capital that the previous front office got in the Fox trade, or just your other stuff. And that's where it gets hard for Scott, is that that is being put into a tough corner, is that you have a bunch of money that people don't have interest in. And the only way to get rid of that money a lot of times is to give up the very things that you need to rebuild this team. So, that's where I don't envy the position they're in, because it's one thing to kind of signal like they are that this is potentially a full rebuild. But, we say it all the time, it takes two to tango. And that's where if you make a couple wrong moves and you look up and you have a clean cap sheet with no picks, then that's not necessarily better than where you were before. So, they're going to have to tread lightly here.
Sam, you also mentioned in your piece De Rozan. I think even the team was listed there. The Clippers have shown some interest, and I got to believe a lot of teams would be interested in DeMar. Still a bucket getter, still a veteran that's been a good teammate and knows how to win, that kind of thing. I believe there'd be a good market for him. Where do you think they stand with DeMar DeRozan and teams with interest in what he could provide?
Yeah, I don't have beyond the Clippers' interest, which is, again, that fits right into what we just talked about. Like, the sense I got there was legitimate interest in him, kind of filling that role that they thought Bradley Beal was going to fill. And obviously Brad is now done for the year. That sounds all well and good, but that they had not intended on having money added beyond this season. Now, DeMar's got $10 million guaranteed for next year, but if they were going to take him on with the Clippers, then presumably you want him for next year as well, which is at $25 million. So if you're taking on that kind of money, guess what? I know I'm a broken record, but they're going to ask for a pick of some kind. And that's where the Kings don't want to do that. So there's not easy answers with any of this stuff here. The other thing, and this speaks to what we talked about a second ago regarding playing time and who gets prioritized, they need these vets to show out to some extent to create market, because, Sabonis in particular, with him being hurt, I don't know, this is just me talking. I think Demonis is he's a known commodity. And if you want to build your offense around him and you're interested in that, then I think you should feel pretty confident that that's the guy you're getting if you looked at him right now. And obviously just wait for him to get healthy with this injury, which is not a devastating injury.
Right.
But with Zack and DeMar, I think teams need to see more. They need to see where their game is at and get excited about that before being willing to really do something with them.
Yeah, and one last kind of player one related to your piece. You mentioned, and when I talked earlier about maybe a few guys being blocked, I think one is Keon. And that's more of they just have so many guards, and you're playing Russ and Schroeder and DeMar and Zach and Malik. And I get why they're all playing. So Keon's kind of lost in the numbers game. You did say that he's a guy that teams would be interested in. I think the Kings are probably interested in too. What do you think about the future of Keon Ellis?
I think, honestly, he feels very much like somebody who, if they're going to do one of these deals and avoid giving up draft assets, putting Keon in a deal is one way that you can do that. And I think it's not anything against the way they see him. I have sensed for sure, though, a feeling that he's an impact player, he's a two-way guy, obviously a fan favorite, but there is a reticence to, and I'm sure they have a sense of what Keon envisions for himself on the market. There's a reticence to do something with him beyond this season. I don't know what their number is, but I think they definitely know that, like, for that type of a player, you don't want the number to be too exorbitant. So, and it feels like that one is headed towards, and this is, again, we'll see where the season goes, but towards, a likely, call it a divorce or not a long-term relationship. It just feels like they'll probably, take a bunch of calls on Keon and potentially use him to get where they want to go roster building wise.
And the other part about this is you also have to do league-wide evaluating. Like the team, as much as Scott Perry told you, look, this is an evaluation process of Doug, of their roster. But then, you get 15, 18, 20 games into the season and see what's going on across the league. For example, a team like Milwaukee, who's really struggling. Some other team, the Clippers, who are really struggling. It'll be interesting to see which teams kind of change course and how quickly maybe either panic buttons are hit or just, hey, we've got to kind of tool this whole thing. Is there any sense on any teams in general, Sam, that might be going, look, we got to change our course here pretty quickly?
I mean, a little bit, and I actually think that there's a Kings component to that discussion because, you either are patient. I mean, and really, I felt like Scott was asking for, 3-4 years from the fans in our conversation. But so you're either patient and you go, you strip it down and build with young guys. Or what I am curious about is because I think there are going to be a number of teams putting pretty high-profile guys on the market potentially. I think the Kings are going to be this is, again, just me talking. I think they're going to be tempted to, shortcuts are going to be available for a fair amount of teams in the NBA, potentially. And I'm talking about, and these are all, none of these have developed all the way just yet, but is Ja Morant going to eventually become available? Is Trae Young going to be available? Is LaMelo Ball going to be available? Is Anthony Davis going to be available? Now AD probably should terrify Kings fans. I don't think adding a 35-year-old is the way you're trying to go.
Right.
But all of those other names are dynamic, box office type talents who are in pretty kind of distressed situations right now. Trey's is interesting because the Hawks just have shown an ability to have an identity and be pretty good without him. So that's where you wonder, honestly, to go full circle with this conversation, Jay, that's where history tells me that at some point Vivek might come kind of bounding into the room and say, I don't know, what do you think about this shiny object? And that's where the autonomy question is going to come in is, does he let them do what they want to do and what they think is prudent, or does he, kind of put his foot on the scale?
Well, I guess we all have to wait and see. That's the real time. We'll find this all out together. Sam, always appreciate you being available for us. I know you moved up a day. We appreciate that. We always love your work, and I hope you have a safe drive and a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you at a game soon and talk to you next week.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
All right, thank you. That is the great Sam Amik. A lot of info in there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We tried to get as much as we could with Sam, and he's always on the pulse here of things all league-wide, but there's a lot of stuff going on with the Kings, and I think that's important to continue to monitor them, to monitor the other teams. And look, there's a lot of teams, like he said, that could be moving on from players, and I just hope the Kings, again, kind of stay the course that they're talking about. Like if the right move is there, do it. You need to be patient, you need to be smart, but I think everything, my own opinion is to check these boxes, to either get younger, financial freedom, more draft picks in the future. And if it helps you along the way, I'm not anti getting wins. I'm okay with this team winning more, but not to do it in a way where the shortcut is the good word. No shortcuts. Don't go, this veteran will help us get 2 spots higher. If it makes financial sense, that got you another pick, that checks those other boxes, yes, but not to shortcut it and think, let's just make one more run with this group. It feels like it needs the right building, and I think they can do it. I think they can. We'll see if they do it. All right, we'll take the break here. When we come back, we still have what's hot, what's not. We got a 3 in the key for tonight's Kings and Suns game. But up next, 4 down territory. That is coming your way right here on Sactown Sports.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back, He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Wednesday. You feel the chill stepping out the door, and you may see some areas of fog. We could have some heavy or dense fog around the region, with drops in visibility through about 11 o'clock this morning. Into the day ahead, we will see a slow breakup of the fog, with temperatures peaking in the mid to upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your Future Ford dealers. Get unbelievable pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. The best Ford is a Future Ford. So hurry to Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. Offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com. Your one-stop Honda shop.
When I asked Scott Lucky if his last name had anything to do with his success in the trucking industry, he laughed and said, "Well, Mike, I guess you could say I've always been lucky." But when I asked him how he and his family grew Lucky Distribution Services into the company it is today, he didn't talk about luck at all. "We work hard," he said. "We keep a close eye on the bottom line, and we treat our people the right way." In other words, Scott Lucky makes his own luck, which is precisely why he switched to Pure Talk Business. "Last month, I paid the big guys $740 for 12 lines," he told me. "This month, I paid Pure Talk $420 for the exact same service." Thousands of businesses all over the country are saving real money by switching to America's most dependable 5G network, and luck has nothing to do with it. Just dial pound 250 and say micro. That's pound 250 micro to switch to a wireless company that works as hard as you do. Pure Talk.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Cal Athletics. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Purdy with some time throws the slant to Jennings. Jennings breaks the contact at the 5 and walks into the end zone. Another blitz coming. Young looking over the middle, throws, and it's picked off by Brown at the 23-yard line. The second of the game for Jair. The 49ers will defeat the Carolina Panthers here tonight, 20-9, the final score.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners. Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
All right, we're going to get to 4 down territory here in just a moment. Couple of texts that came in here during our Sam interview or throughout the last half hour. My favorite game by far of the Kings was the time when Kevin Martin hit a game winner, I believe, against San Antonio in the playoffs. When that shot went up and hit the rim and bounced around and then fell in, all I can remember is that the arena was completely silent and then erupted when the ball went in. I do remember that.
I remember watching that at my aunt's house.
Really?
Yeah.
I still think one of the most underrated King shots of all time because it won a playoff game. Like a buzzer beater that won the playoff game. Bibby's shot gets the most attention, as it should. There still was another shot afterwards, which Kobe Bryant missed after Mike Bibby made that. But this one ended it. We got this one, Chris. I'm grateful that the show got a laugh and embraced my naming the Verlad Squad and Sactown Sports. You guys always make me smile. That's Tim and Manteca. Well, thank you, Tim. The Verlad Squad thanks you.
It's growing.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is by far the best. Okay.
Like, that's the one that is the pedestal.
Yeah. That's the standard bearer.
It's the Will Ferrell of Thanksgiving Day movies.
Maybe we need to write a script for a Thanksgiving Day movie. That's missing. We need another one.
I think you need to see Oath because I don't know how you do better than that.
Okay. And then this one, before we get to 4 down territory, the challenge I see the Kings facing during this rebuild is that traditionally you need to eat bad contracts from other teams in order to pick up draft picks. We'll take your 2 years remaining on X, knowing he's not going to play, but we also get your second overall or something crazy. Vivek may not want to spend that money to do the process correctly. Well,
where's the food, dude?
Where is the food?
Yeah, eat the food, not the contract.
Exactly. All right, 4 down territory, first down, Chris.
What is your lock of the week in the NFL?
Keep it together. Let's lock it up. Chris, I'm going to lock up a Thanksgiving Day game and a road team.
Roads.
Do you know how fast you were going? 7. The Chiefs. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to Dallas to win. Chiefs are they favored? Yeah, they're favored 3.5 on the road, but I think they saved their season. I think Dallas' defense is a little rough. So yeah, Chiefs over the Cowboys, lock of the week. Second down.
What is your upset of the week in the NFL?
My upset of the week. I'm going to take a little flyer here. I've questioned them all year. They're undefeated at home. They're 8-3 overall. They did lose last week. Am I really picking against an undefeated team at home? Yeah, I am. I'm picking the Texans over the Colts. Texans defense is really good. If they can slow down Jonathan Taylor, I think they'll do a good job on Daniel Jones. Pick the Texans as my upset of the week. Let's go to 3rd down.
Which NFL game would you most like to attend this week?
I think there's a good Friday game in Philadelphia with the Bears and Eagles. There's some Sunday games that might be of intrigue. I don't care too much about the Monday night game, but I want to be a part of a Thanksgiving Day tradition. And to me, do you think Cowboys, Chris, more or Lions more for Thanksgiving?
I think Lions.
I do too.
I think that's because they were so bad that was one of the few times you would see them on TV.
Yes. We all got to see them. And then I remember articles like, is it time? Is it time to take the Lions off Thanksgiving? They lose all the time. No, let's leave them. And now they don't lose all the time. And now they win. And now they're good.
They win sometimes.
Yes. And do they lose?
Some will win.
Will some lose?
Some will lose.
They have a
Some are going to sing the blues.
They do sing the blues in their nice steel blue uniforms. Lions and Packers tomorrow. Take me there. Let's go to Ford Field. That's the game I'd like to go. I'd like to be a part of that tradition. That's a great game. It's a division rival. And I want to go for the Jahmyr Gibbs meal. What is it called again? I don't remember what
the Jahmyr Gibbs spin dash combo.
What am I getting?
You are getting pepperoni pizza smash burger topped with pizza sauce, pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, and pizza seasoning. It's served with golden ring tater tots and blue Sour Patch Kids. The tater tot rings look like the pineapple rings.
Okay. I would like all of that. You know what part I don't like the most?
Is that Sour Patch Kids?
Yeah. I like candy. I don't like the sour.
You got to have at least one bite of everything.
Oh, I would. I would.
No, like you have to have it all combined together.
Oh, in one bite?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's live a little.
All right, let's go to fourth down.
Which college football game would you most like to attend this week?
Well, it is rivalry week. It is rivalry weekend. There is a game this weekend that you've been to and that I've been to. Notre Dame is at Stanford. You've been to that game before.
I have.
And UCLA USC.
Before I found out Paul Walker had died.
Okay. You remember where you were.
I remember exactly where I was. Hey, Chris, I know it's really important right now, and I really know that you're enjoying the Notre Dame game. Just need to let you know, Paul Walker just died. See ya.
Oh, someone called you to tell you that.
They're blowing up my phone. Your best friend.
Oh, really?
Huge fan of the Kings Rewind.
Double R?
Yeah.
Had to let you know that?
Had to let me know.
So blew up your phone, and then you answered, told you that, and then hung up.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what? What?
He's gone. Good talk. And then now you probably were looking to see if it was real. Yeah, as much as Notre Dame Stanford would be good. There's some rivalry games. I have been to many, many, many UCLA USC games. Love that rivalry. Sad that if the Bruins leave the Rose Bowl at some point and go to SoFi. But I'm going to pick a different one this week. I think going to a Michigan, the Big House, to watch Ohio State Michigan would be awesome.
Dork.
What? Why does that get dork? Michigan, Ohio State?
I don't like either team.
I'm not saying I like either team. I want to go to the venue.
See, that's it. You gotta need to know booking. You don't have two people that you hate wrestling against each other. You need one that you hate and one that you like.
Would you rather go to Texas A&M, Texas?
No.
Arizona State?
This is bad. You know where I want to be?
UCLA, USC? You said it. Oregon, Washington? That's not necessarily rivalry week. That's a good game, though. LSU, Oklahoma? Vanderbilt, Tennessee? That might be fun in Tennessee. Auburn, Alabama? That one's got a lot of history to it. It just shouldn't be as good of a game. And then it's just weird to see Notre Dame, Stanford, and SMU, Cal. Part of the last weekend of the season. Yeah, UCLA, USC. Oh, man. Oh. USC's favored by 21.5.
But if they were to win.
Oh. We're all going streaking!
Oh, man. Like, Dave is going to hear it if UCLA wins on Saturday.
Well, who would do that?
Me.
You can. It's not my style.
I know.
But it might be this week. Actually, if the Bruins somehow do that, I'm not going to Dave. I'm going to the source. I'm going to hit him where it hurts. I'm going to go to the one that once wore a UCLA sweatshirt on her college admission day and then flipped it.
You know what I
wear USC?
I say we snitch, too. I say we snitch on her.
On Too Soon June?
Yeah.
Be ready, Too Soon June. 21.5-point favorites. Oh, my goodness. All right, when we come back, what's hot, what's not, or who's hot and who's not. Plus, a 3 in the key for tonight's Kings-Suns game. We've got that for you next.
A Sacramento tradition continues this year. The Santa Parade. Free for all to enjoy circling Capitol Park beginning at 10 a.m. December 13th, the joy of the holiday season. Santa Claus is coming to Sacramento with the 41st Santa Parade. Join Sactown Sports 1140 December 13th beginning at 10 a.m.
Brought to you in part by Elk Grove Chevrolet, Western Health Advantage, and OK Tire and Automotive.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Progressive has great customer service, and it's easy to reach us because great and easy is the way to be. Like salads, great for you, and so easy you can put any group of veggies in a bowl and it's a salad. A full carrot with a head of cabbage, weird, but still a salad. 1 radish and a couple of green beans, also a salad. 14 blueberries, half an onion, and a sunchoke. Odd, yes, but an odd salad. So contact Progressive's customer service by phone, app, or online. It's great and easy, just like salad. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-275-1728. That's 800-275-1728.
Get in on the action at Sky River Casino. With over 80 table games, the hottest slot machines, and a thrilling high-limit room, you'll enjoy a casino experience on a whole new level. Just minutes from Sacramento, right off Highway 99 in Elk Grove. Join in the fun. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Visit skyriver.com today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
This Black Friday is the best time to get the Toyota you've been wanting, but these deals will disappear soon. Right now, get low 3.99% financing or a low-cost lease on the capable 2025 RAV4. Or get a low-cost lease on the sporty 2026 50 MPG Corolla Hybrid or the fuel-efficient 2026 51 MPG Camry. Black Friday is almost over, so visit your Toyota dealership before these deals are gone. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit ends 12/1/25.
Call Maverick Electrical to claim your free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check with a donation. This month, donate 5 canned foods to Maverick Electric's Holiday Food Drive and get a free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check. They'll collect your cans at the appointment and make sure your heat stays comfy and your lights stay steady, so the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com to schedule your free tune-up today. What would a Maverick do? Because you're a Maverick too. Limited appointments, some restrictions apply. Give to get with no gimmicks. What's hot, what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Well, let's find out the answer to those questions. Chris, first and foremost, what or who is hot?
Dallas Cowboys.
They're hot?
They are.
Okay.
They are taking on the Kansas City Chiefs
Yep.
on Thanksgiving. Cowboys have the most wins on Thanksgiving. They've got a record of 34, 22, and 1.
Okay.
So you know what I'm praying for this Thanksgiving weekend?
A Chiefs win?
No.
A tie.
But the Cowboys to be 34, 22, and 2. How upset would everybody be if every game was a tie?
I know I would lead the charge. What year, or there was a few years ago, someone had 2 ties in the same season. Who had the tie this year? It was
Cowboys, right?
Yeah, it was Cowboys and Packers. So to get them a second tie,
oh
man, in the same season. What if every game?
See, you
tied
need
tomorrow?
a tie for a team to go 500 in an uneven schedule.
True. Very true. Yeah, what if all 3 games tied yesterday? They get a lot of people talking during Thanksgiving. Packers could have a second tie. Cowboys could have a second tie. First tie for the Ravens and Bengals. All right, so they are hot, the Cowboys. Who's not?
State of Ohio.
Explain.
And I don't think there's no Ohio. Bengals and Browns, none of them are playing tomorrow. No.
Yeah, Bengals are.
Oh, Bengals are. Oh, so they have a chance to change it. The Bengals and the Browns are combined 0-4 on Thanksgiving.
Why have they been on Thanksgiving?
The state of Ohio has never won a Thanksgiving game.
Well, they're playing Baltimore tomorrow. Let's get a...
Baltimore Ravens. Yeah. Undefeated on Thanksgiving, 2-0.
Okay, well, something could change. But let's see what that spread... What's your guess on the spread tomorrow?
For the Ravens and Bengals?
Ravens are home for the Bengals.
I'm going to say Ravens plus 9.5.
Ravens are favored by...
favored by 9.5.
7.
Ooh.
Okay. Let me see if I can find another spread. I'm going to have you guess for the week. 49ers at the Browns?
49ers are favored by 5.5.
Pretty good. 4.5. Let's go with Rams at the Panthers.
Rams are favored by 8.5.
10.5.
Ooh.
Seahawks at home for the Vikings.
Seahawks favored by 4.5.
11.5.
Whoa.
Yeah, big difference on that one. And the Chargers at home for the Raiders.
Chargers favored by 4.5.
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Raiders are 2-9.
Yeah, but the Chargers aren't that good.
They're the Chargers. All right, so that's hot and not. We're going to get to 3 in the key in the moment, but whenever JR calls, you talk to JR. Good morning, JR.
What's up, you jive turkeys?
You are a turkey.
When you guys did Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Lose, Sometimes They Sing the Blues.
Yeah.
Do you know how that song starts?
Will you sing it for us?
A boy in Detroit on a train going somewhere, nowhere. So it was ironic. You didn't even know you did that. You went full circle to Detroit.
We knew it.
That's pretty impressive.
That was the beauty in the whole thing.
You and Milan.
But it doesn't take place in Detroit. He's just from Detroit.
Yeah.
Well, okay, way to push the subject, Milan.
It's a thinker.
He's a thinker there. Hey, so my Thanksgiving tradition, going all the way back to Flint, Michigan, is we always watch Semi-Pro.
That's a great Thanksgiving movie.
Jackie Moon.
Right?
Yes.
Right in line. The Jive Turkey scene where they're all playing cards is one of the funniest freaking places that Will Ferrell's ever been. And by the way, that is the Kings. We are playing for the playing game.
Just get a big check.
Big check.
Yeah.
You guys have a great Thanksgiving. Stuff it hard. See ya.
Thank you, JR.
So Semi-Pro, I agree, feels like a Thanksgiving movie. Mm-hmm. And a movie like, let's say, Cinderella Man, the boxing movie, that feels like a Christmas movie.
Okay. The feels of it.
Feels like it.
JR. Semi-Pro, I have not seen in a while. That is very funny.
It makes me laugh every single time.
Very funny.
And
I said,
please, if you have not watched Semi-Pro, go and watch it as soon as possible. The announcer for the Flint Tropics, Dick Pepperfield, looks a lot like a young Gary Gerald.
And you feel like that's the G-Man, huh?
Yes.
You got it, Dick Pepperfield. He's funny. There's so many funny characters in that movie. I mean, I think it's a great movie.
How do you like your martini, Mr. Bond? Shaken in a carafe. You can't drink and play basketball. What? Those 15 rebounds in San Diego? I don't remember one of them.
So good. So good. All right, Chris, let's do it. It's time for a little 3 in the Key for Kings and Sons. All right, here are our categories for today, Chris. We are going to start with who will be the high scorer for the Sacramento Kings. I am going to say Keegan Murray, 23 points.
I'm going to say Keegan Murray, 25 points.
Look at this. We've all converted now to him being the franchise guy. We are looking for the Kings' leading rebounder. I am going to say Russell Westbrook. Yeah, Russell Westbrook with 11.
I'm going to say Keegan Murray.
Oh, again?
With 12.
Another double-dub for Keegs. And then we're looking for random stats, something you're thinking will happen, you're predicting, different, odd, weird, maybe just a number. Mine's going to be more of the stat variety today. I have that the Kings will make 14 or more three-pointers tonight. It's a big three-point shooting night.
Devin Booker is going to have 35 or more points.
That's your guy. Booker, 35 or more. Is what's his name getting a technical tonight? Dylan Brooks?
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe you were off a game to get your ejection. We haven't had an ejection yet, right? I don't think in a Kings game this year. I don't think so. Well, there you go. There's our 3 in the Key. We'll revisit that. We have to wait all the way till Monday. Oh, I guess we could have done 3 in the Keys for the other games, but we'll just do this one.
Whatever.
We still have another hour to go. In the final hour, celebrity birthdays. We will have What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. But up next, the television analyst for your Sacramento Kings, Katie Christensen, will join us. That straight ahead, right here on Sactown Sports.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's happening for the Black Friday sales event?
We have the best savings yet on new 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cabs, starting at only $34,995 with up to $12,500 off MSRP, or save thousands with $5,250 off MSRP and 0% financing for 72 months.
And did I hear you got the Hemi back?
Yep, we have 450 new Rams available, including the 5.7-liter Hemi, and we have 40 Hemis in stock. Plus, with our award-winning customer service, you won't find a better combination of selection, service, and savings than at Hoblet Dodge.
Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$12,500 total net savings on select new 2025 Ram 1500 after $7,250 factory rebates and $5,250 dealer discounts. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash, $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. $34,995 net price after rebates. VIN number 170493. 0% financing for well-qualified buyers on approved credit through Stellantis Financial. Must have 720 plus FICO score. $13.89 per thousand borrowed. See dealer for details.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton and Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, Do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Cal Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios. Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Because the defense happened, you get out and run, guys are dunking and finishing, and then you look over and pan to the bench, and it's just pandemonium. Like they're happy and excited for each other, and those are the moments that become contagious overall. Yeah, I think it's in them, and that's who they are. It's just, when you bring in a new team together, a new coaching staff, new everything. Everything is, there's a smoothing out process. The diamond is, it's pressure that makes the diamond. And then once you get it, they facet and polish and all these different things. And there's parts of that we're going through and we're figuring each other out. And then there's the locker room dynamic and a team dynamic that they're figuring out. And, ultimately what you see is the end result on the court. And we want it to be a certain way. It's not always exactly that way, but the one thing that they can control more than anything is the compete level. And they've done it at a really high level.
Well, that is Doug Christie addressing the Kings' win the other night and the way this team is slowly but surely, at least he hopes, figuring things out. Certainly, you can't argue with their performance in the last two games. To beat Denver, to beat Minnesota, that gives you a lot of confidence going forward. Now, everything prior to that would not give you any confidence. This team, in the big picture, has made it through the gauntlet of the 18 games that we are all very much worried about. But at 5-13, they find themselves in a pretty substantial deficit as far as the standings go, as far as chasing everyone at the rest of the Western Conference. But I think right now, if you're the Sacramento Kings, you kind of just need to keep pushing and working at this identity that they're trying to create. And I really, and if you missed it earlier in the show at 8 o'clock, we had a chance to talk to Sam Amik. It was a really good conversation, I thought. And if you missed it, you can go back to Sactown Sports when our podcast is posted. Watch it on YouTube or listen to the audio version of it. But I brought up with Sam, and we got some things going on here. We're efforting Katie, so we'll see if we can get her here soon. But the fact that after that win against Minnesota, it was an emotional win, a great comeback from 10 down with 3 minutes to go, and then to win in overtime. The way they played, kind of the all-out scratch claw, just find whatever way they can do to get the win performance was so appealing, and they got the win. All of that was great, but the takeaway to me was what Demar De Rozan said in the postgame afterwards, and I'll play it for you again just in case you missed it. This was from Monday's win against Minnesota. So you've got the victory. Everybody feels good about that. And then you come back after the game, you hear from the players, and Demar De Rozan was asked this about Keegan Murray.
Demar, how much does having Keegan back kind of change the dynamic of your guys' game?
It's everything. It's everything. Keegan is, key to this team. It's his team. He's one of those guys that's going to be very, very special in this league, and, he's showing it, with his dynamic play on both ends. He changes the game. When his confidence is high, the things he's able to do makes it a lot easier on us. So, it's pretty obvious.
So DeMar said that. I asked Sam about that, and Sam's like, yeah, that's a big deal. I mean, it was a big reveal for DeMar to say that. Sam also then kind of supported that with Scott Perry's one of his first big decisions was to extend Keegan Murray at a money value that you go, it's good. It's a good amount of money. It's not the most as a guy's getting an extension. It's not on the low end either. But if Keegan maintained, Sam's point was a third or fourth option on this team, that money probably wouldn't look as good. But if he comes option number one or option number two, he may overperform that contract. And I think you always want to, these guys all make great money. But if you can be in situations where you have more players on your roster that are overperforming their contract, that's a pretty good spot to be in. You don't like the other one for guys underperforming, and then it starts to go, what's the discrepancy? If you're paying a guy $10 million a year and he's underperforming, that hurts, but not to the level of someone that's 20, 30, 40, 50, or injured, and you're paying him a bunch of money. That's tough to overcome because you have huge expectations. They've either established themselves as a great player already that is getting paid that money, or a player that's got all this potential that maybe never reaches it. So in this case, the Kings have elevated Keegan's contract. He's been a very good player. He's been a very good professional. Had to begin the year injured and has played 3 games, 2 as a starter, and the team has just looked different. Just completely different. And so I credit him for that. We heard him talk post-game after that about how he really went to work in the offseason, got away from Sacramento, just kind of how he has approached his work to get to where he is now. And here's a little bit of that from Keegan the other night.
I think I just had a really good offseason. I got away from Sacramento a little bit. I feel like I just kind of unlocked a different mindset going into this year, and obviously I couldn't really start the season. Obviously I missed a month to start, and for me it's just kind of finding my rhythm back, and each game I'm getting more comfortable on the court. So aggression is not really an issue for me this year.
Yeah, so now the exciting part to me is what does this version and what will this version of Keegan become? And I don't think this is any unfair expectations. I'm not hearing people say Keegan's going to be the guy that's going to be an all-star and in MVP conversations. That's not an expectation level that I have him at. I have him at, though, a pretty high expectation level, which would be, can he become one of the best two-way players in this league? And he's on his way. Look, he's already this team's best defender, which may not be that impressive. But can he do both on a nightly basis where you're consistently guarding and making it tough on the other side while scoring? And if he's living in that 18 to 25-point range and rebounding well and guarding on the other side, that is a huge value to this team and to any team he ever is on. So I'm anxious to see, as this role continues to evolve and develop for Keegan Murray, what that looks like. Now, in the same token, for this team trying to win games, they still need big nights from Lavine and Sabonis when he's healthy, and DeMar DeRozan and Russell Westbrook. I mean, these veterans that are getting the opportunity to play while they are a member of this team, while they're either being showcased or evaluated as potential futures to short-term futures or long-term futures, or even, guys for other team, they need to continue to play well. And I think when they were in that downward spiral of losing, maybe there's a psychology to sports too. Maybe there was part of them going, well, look, we've had some injuries. Keegan will be coming back. Now Sabonis goes on the shelf. Look, we've got this brutal schedule, but it'll get better. We're going to Memphis. This team's not very good. It's just going to get better. And I don't know if they had that kind of psychology in their head that, hey, just because the schedule's lightening up for a night will be better. But that game was the worst of the year. Down by nearly 50 points. Completely outplayed, out-hustled, embarrassed, whatever descriptor you want to say. It was an unprofessional game. Like, you lose, people lose. It wasn't like Memphis was out of this world. Everything the Kings did in that game was bad. Every single thing. So if we take their last 3 games, and for those guys which watch a ton of film, I know the coaches go through all that stuff, and you just show them the Memphis game and then the next 2. And I say, what kind of team and identity do you want to have? This first one, where you can just get run over and dominated and have no impact on a game? Or play a very good Denver team, a very good Minnesota team, and have to figure out a way to win? And let's remember how they did it in Denver. I mean, in the end, that was a win, and they had played well, but they were down 13 on the road in Denver in the third quarter. That's a really nice comeback. I thought they played better for the majority of the game against Minnesota, but all of a sudden, Ant's starting to go off, and now they're down 10 with 3 minutes to go. They're in big-time trouble in that game. But back to what kind of team do you want to be? What kind of fight do you want to have? And they showed it. And they got the crowd going behind them, and they just continued to play at a level that they should feel proud of. I don't know how much they can maintain that, as far as they can play that hard. That would be my point. They can play as relentlessly as they did against Minnesota. You may not always get the results, but that gets back to culture, identity. What kind of team do you want to be? If you're that kind of team, like, man, you're going to have to beat them. They don't beat themselves. That team plays hard. There are teams like that in this league that do that. That's just kind of their calling card. You go, man, imagine if they had a little more talent. The Kings have some talent. I think they have more talent than what their record suggests. But as many people have said, you are what your record is. I mean, they're 5-13. That's not a good team. That's not a good record. But it's also shown us over the last couple games that they can be different. Now, how different is this team, I think, is the question that we will now get answered over the next handful of games with Keegan. I think we all wanted to caution everybody that through the first 15 games that he didn't play, that Keegan wasn't going to solve, 30-point comebacks. He wasn't going to be the difference maker in these games that they were losing by that much. And his first game, ironically, was their worst game. It was good to see him back. He did some good things off the bench, but that's the game they lost by 41 points to a Memphis team that didn't have its 2 best players. But since then, beating Denver, beating Minnesota, Keegan looking really good. And if there's even a locker room team mind shift switch to Keegan's team, I want to see how that works itself out. What does that look like in real time? I still think this team has leadership fingerprints from Russell Westbrook, but it can have, like, the team, I don't even know what the word is, control, but like where a lot of people are going to rely on Keegan. He's signed here for a long time. He does what this organization wants as far as the 6 pillars that Scott Perry always talks about. Competitor, tough mindset. Look, the guy's just a good guy, too. I mean, he doesn't have to be, but he is. I'd rather have a team with a bunch of, maybe questionable guys, but, man, they win. They're good. They play together. They know how to do it. But Keegan, he's a good person. And he wants to get better. I love that about him. And he's going to keep working hard. He's stayed in great shape. He's playing the most minutes. And he just came back. So what is this team going to look like as they go forward with Keegan as more of the primary figure of this team? That's going to be something that'll be interesting for me to watch. I know that. All right, a couple more things Kings related. This was from practice yesterday in which the Kings worked out getting ready for Phoenix. One more thing about kind of that effort. This is Doug Christie. Was talking specifically about the play that we talked about a lot yesterday. The Malik Monk all-out dive, sprawl to save the ball, to keep a possession alive. Here's Doug addressing that very play from Malik Monk.
You give it up. You give up yourself. You come and you demonstrate not only to the fans at large, but it's also to my teammate. I'm willing to sacrifice for you because he wasn't going to get that ball, get it and then keep it for himself. He was doing that for his teammate. And when you do stuff like that, that speaks to your teammate wow, man, okay, he's getting down like that. Well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do now to help you? And then before you know it, it becomes the standard of what we do.
And I think that gets back to what we were addressing, the standard. Like if you can get to a level, a benchmark, an identity, and I know these are all kind of core words, not crutch words, but cliche words, but that's what you kind of have to do to establish back to that words, those buzzwords, the culture. And if you can get there while doing all this work with implementing new players, and there's certain organizations that just have that. Like the Miami Heat have certain physical fitness requirements. There's some things where they always do weight measurements and just making sure people are just at the top of their conditioning. And here's a team now that's averaging 140 points, whether that's getting after you defensively or going all out on the offensive end. That's something that they are always going to have as something that they feel like, hey, look, that's something we can control. You can't always control if you're making the shots, if a turnover of the ball bounces your way, or even how the other team schemes or plays you. But if you're consistent with your approach, with the things that should be non-negotiable, that's how you build yourself a better team. A little bit more on that. Demar De Rozan was talking about that and kind of where this team is and currently trying to find that identity.
I mean, we getting there. We just got to keep building on games and moments like this so we can establish, that identity. Now it's about being consistent. We was inconsistent too much. Now it's about turning that tide and being consistent. And once you're consistent, you'll be able to see that identity come up.
So the other part that we have all been talking about for a while and referenced now that the Kings have completed it was this schedule, the first 18 games. We knew it would be difficult. And yes, Dave predicted 5-13. Chris, you're still not giving him credit for that? No?
No.
Okay. Dave really wants credit for that 5-13 prediction, by the way.
He should have said that there is going to be a lot of injuries.
Then you would have been more impressed.
I would have been.
He would have predicted injuries and the correct record.
Yes.
So what we were discussing, though, is 5-13 on this brutal schedule. And that, yes, factor. Injuries, factor. They factor in it. They just do. But because the schedule, in theory, is lightening up, and it is based on who they play coming up for the next several weeks, traditionally, recent memory-wise, this Sacramento Kings team has been very, very guilty of not playing at their best when the schedule looks like it gets them a break. So Phoenix certainly isn't Denver, OKC, or Minnesota, but they're off to a good start. Utah's next. Memphis after that. The Kings can't look at that and go, wow, good, we're not playing Minnesota, OKC, or Denver. This is a little bit easier. The most recent reminder I just talked about, Memphis got blown out by 41 points. And so this team has to do all the things, the clips we just said, and Doug said, and Keegan said, and Demar said, like, to keep going forward, trying to establish this identity of whoever's in, playing for one another, playing hard, and just going for it. And I felt like their spirit was gone for a while. I don't know that 2 wins completely changes it. I know everybody else feels better, and they should, to see the beam for a couple of nights in a row. But I just think there can't be that let up. And again, I'm not trying to confuse people and say this is a team that, you know, is 5-13 and in the next 18 can go 13-5. I don't know. I don't know what's promised to them. Nothing's promised to them. But I'm not worried about that yet. I think for those that completely want them to lose to have the best chance at the lottery odds, I understand the rationale behind it. I just still think we're too early for several reasons. And that's why I laid out the difficulty of the schedule and the injuries. Truly, what is this team? And I think if we all tried to identify it, I think it's a team that most people would think, I believe, at 5-13 that they've underachieved. Now, maybe it's a 7-11 win team. That's not anything that's crazy to brag about. But with the people they have here, it's not a team that's empty of talent. It's a team that just doesn't quite, to me, have the right mix of roster construction. Some of their limits, they're not a big team. So when they play some of the bigger teams or have to play small, I think it hurts them. Sometimes they could get the benefit of that. It's not a great defensive team. I think they could be better there, though. Doesn't mean that some of your better offensive players can't be good defensive players. So that's the mismatch of their identity that we've been talking about. So I think when you kind of get to that as the general core of the team, but the record I do believe should be a little bit better. And as they go forward, I think you still try to win the games that you can. You're trying to win games. You're trying to compete. You're trying to establish for the future players on this team that this is going to be a team that's going to battle, that you have to go and beat them. Like the game they played, I think it was the first time at OKC. It was a really well-played game. Kings were with the lead in the fourth quarter, I think by as much as 7. Then the Thunder beat them. It wasn't like a total meltdown by the Kings. The Thunder turned it on and beat them. That's a game you can tolerate. But when you play some of these other games and that they've lost here recently, and you just go, what is going on? Why is this team so off? And for the meantime, they found a couple of nice wins, and we'll see if there's any kind of carryover on that while they wait for Sabonis, while they wait to see how this more of a Keegan-led team looks, and you just get more and more information about your roster and about your players and about who you feel, if you're Scott Perry, you could go forward with. Like today, there's going to continue to be rumors out there. That's going to swirl where the Kings are, and if they're very open to dealing players, you're going to see stuff. I know there was a rumor out there today, can't remember which reporter talked about it, that Milwaukee would be interested or has expressed interest in a guy like Zack Lavine. Okay. Now, is that going to go anywhere? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'm sure there's going to be some players on this team that people should be interested in. But you've got to realize what's best for this team going forward.
The weird thing with trades, too, is a lot of these picks are like, and they've got the first-round pick of the Milwaukee Bucks in 2032.
Yeah, so
like,
far removed.
What?
Yeah, and you're trying to factor that in. And what's becoming more and more difficult, it's always been tough to make trades because, as much as we talk trades, the amount of trades that go on in the league aren't as much as we talk about them and as much as the rumors that are out there. But it's, dollars for dollars, people coveting draft picks and not wanting to trade draft picks, second apron. It's gotten a little bit trickier. And for example, if the Kings were to try to move someone like Zack Lavine, who is their highest paid player, you're talking about someone that's making, let me get Zach's official number. I believe it's 45. That's a lot of money. And so you have to take close to that amount of money back in return. Well, is that something the Kings want to do? And as Sam alluded to earlier, maybe it's taking on either something else that you don't want or having to give up your own future picks to make said move. And I don't know that that's of the Kings' best interest. So it's not easy to do this. We all could play armchair GM. Yeah, Zach makes $47 million this year. So let's, for example, I'm just going to address that rumor, and that's all that I know it to be. Milwaukee interested in Zack Lavine. All right, so I'm just going to go team for team, Milwaukee and the Kings. Well, with Zach making 47, almost 48 million, a player you could trade for is Giannis. Well, yes. Milwaukee's not doing that. You'd have to add more. Kings would still do that if you added about $6, $7, $8 million with Zack Lavine. 6, 7, yeah, Chris, nice. You could get Giannis. It's not happening. So then how? Well, the next highest paid player is Miles Turner, someone they just signed, $25 million. Well, that's not enough. You need to add Miles Turner with someone else. Miles Turner and Kyle Kuzma. All right, now you're there, $47 million. Well, they just signed Miles Turner. Kyle Kuzma, someone they traded for. They might be interested in trading him. Kings had been interested reportedly in Kyle Kuzma before. But let's say they don't want to do Turner. They want to go forward with like Giannis, Turner, and Zack Lavine. Okay, now you're looking at Kuzma at 22. You got to come up with about another $25 million. Their next highest paid player is Bobby Portis at 13. Still not enough. So they want to give up Kuzma and Portis and more? Now you got to get a third team involved. It can be done. All these things can be done. It's not smooth. It's not easy. It's not usually a 1-for-1. So it's a work. There's a lot of it to do. And, at this point, that is just a rumor. But those are the kind of things this front office needs to be looking at, watching for, how to make this team better, not in a short-term fix, no shortcuts, do it the right way, and see if they can get that long, sustained winning that they are coveting. All right, apologies there. We just had some, we could never land Katie on this one, so we'll try again next week for sure.
Oh my gosh, you're just lame.
We tried. Hopefully all is well with her. She'll be on the call tonight for Kings and the Suns. When we come back, we have got What's on Deck, which is brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. A lot of NBA games tonight, Thursday football tomorrow. There's lots going on. We'll discuss it all straight ahead right here on Sactown Sports.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Wednesday. You feel the chill stepping out the door, and you may see some areas of fog. We could have some heavier, dense fog around the region, with drops in visibility through about 11 o'clock this morning. Into the day ahead, we will see a slow breakup of the fog, with temperatures peaking in the mid to upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Winning 1K is easy. Just turn the key for a G. Take a test drive at any dealership at the Roseville Auto Mall to be entered to win. The Roseville Auto Mall is giving away $1,000 every day through December 19th. Turn the key, take the drive, and win a G. Only at the Roseville Auto Mall.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Purdy with some time throws the slant to Jennings. Jennings breaks the contact at the 5 and walks into the end zone. Another blitz coming. Young looking over the middle, throws, and it's picked off by Brown at the 23-yard line. The second of the game for Jair. The 49ers will defeat the Carolina Panthers here tonight, 20-9, the final score.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners! Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Who has the largest selection of golf merchandise in Northern California? The Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. It's the go-to store for golf bags, apparel, equipment, lessons, club fittings, novelty items, and more. With their low price guarantee, complimentary gift boxes, and gift cards for your golfer, it's the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Add convenient online shopping and effortless after-Christmas return policy, and you'll see why the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop is the #1 choice for golfers everywhere. Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway or online at hagenoaks.com.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
Yeah! It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Christopher Laud, perpetually in trouble, causing trouble. Welcome back in. Jason Ross, Christopher Laud here. Carmichael Dave is off. He is back with us on Monday. Chris, we're going to get to What's on Deck here, brought to you by our friends at Trex Decking and Railing in a moment. And right now, though, 916-339-1140, 1-800-920-1140, we have your chance to win a $50 gift card from our friends at Mountain Mike's. Sounds good. You can have your pizza for Thanksgiving.
You know what? I don't think anyone would turn down a slice of Mountain Mike's pizza on Thanksgiving.
No. It's like, hey, turkey, you stuff it. Hey, I'm gonna have a little slice of za. Why not? But to do so, you have to be able to identify who the correct player was that's missing out of this highlight. So again, 916-339-1140. 1-800-920-1140. Chris, why don't you go ahead and fire the mystery highlight that has the player omitted. And if you are the first person to correctly call in and identify said player, you'll win that $50 gift card. Fire away, Chris.
From the 12-yard line, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Purdy with some time throws the slant to breaks the contact at the 5 and walks into the end zone.
Well, I don't know who it is. The name's gone. But maybe you do. 916-339-1140. 1-800-920-1140. Winner gets that $50 gift card courtesy of our friends at Mountain Mike's. So there you go. Go ahead and dial up. All right. While we're waiting for that, where was this, Chris? I think you would have a good response to this one. Oh, our friend Peg Junk says, because we were talking about Dave getting the record of 5-13, and you weren't too keen on allowing him to get that acknowledgement because of the injury to Keegan, the injury to Sabonis. But he said they would go 5-13 in their first 18 games. And so he said, well, I'm not so sure I want to allow that, but would you allow it if this happens? Chris, Dave can get the 5-13 mark as credit as long as Verlade is made legit in the Celebrity Pick'em's record book.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
You'll allow that. So if that's allowed,
compromise.
You are 5-1 and tied with Herky for the best in our Celebrity Pick 6. So we'll have to wait for Dave to be back on Monday to see if he allows it. We shall see. All right, we got people dialing in fast and furiously, so let's go first. I believe this is Troy joining us. Troy, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing well. All right, so we played that clip. Do you know who the missing Niner was to complete that highlight?
Oh, that had to be Christian McCaffrey.
It had to be Christian McCaffrey. Well, Troy, I'm sorry. It is not Christian McCaffrey. All right, let's go to, is it Ali?
Yes, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right.
All right.
How you guys doing?
Good. So do you know who the missing 49er in that touchdown highlight is?
Yeah, George Kittle.
George Kittle. Chris? It is not George Kittle. We're 0 for 2. All right.
Occasionally we'll get one person who gets it wrong, but
not two. That is the
and
first
I'll
time.
let you in on a little secret. Ali also thought it was McCaffrey.
Oh. Marshawn.
Yo.
All right.
Yo.
What's your call on the missing Niner in that highlight for a $50 gift card to Mountain Mike's?
Juwan Jennings.
From the 12-yard line, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Purdy with some time throws the slant to Jennings. Jennings breaks the contact at the 5 and walks into the end zone.
There you go, Marshawn. You got it. Congratulations. It was Jennings. Thank you for listening. You'll win the $50 gift card to Mountain Mike's. Happy Thanksgiving to you. We appreciate you listening.
Thank you. I don't know if you can hear my family in the background cheering.
Awesome.
That
You
was
got
awesome.
you got everybody together. Good for you. Well, enjoy your time with your family. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for listening.
Thank
Hang on
you.
tight, and we'll get your information, okay?
Yep, thanks.
All right, thank you. I like that. Little background celebration.
This might surprise you, but if I was Marshawn, I would instantly go back. Oh, what makes you think you're getting some?
Yeah, exactly. This was me. I called. I went through the trouble to get this done. Good work, Marshawn. All right. Well, look, I got a development on the proposition from Peg Junk about Dave getting acknowledgement for saying the Kings were going to be 5-13, but only if Chris was allowed to be made legit in the Celebrity Pick'em's record book. Dave is back on the chat, and let me find his comment. He says, no effing, and he spelled it E-F-F-I-N-G, chance, Jason. So, I guess he has spoken. Sorry, Chris. You may not get that opportunity. But I think Chris will have his chance on a elimination of the 5-13. There you go. All right, what's on deck tonight? Brought to you by our friends at Trex Decking and Railing, of course. Kings basketball. By the way, we did hear from Katie. She does apologize. Was willing to come on that. We're getting late in the show. We do appreciate her checking in. We'll have her back next Wednesday. Suns at Kings tonight. She'll have the call. G-Man will have it right here on Sactown Sports, your home of the Sacramento Kings. They are all cup games tonight, by the way. So we get to watch the magical courts in display across the league. And everybody else playing is in a cup game tonight. Some of those games include Pistons at Celtics. Wow, that's a 2 o'clock game time today. That's fun. Day before Thanksgiving. I'm for that. How great is that? That should be a new normal. I just saw that, Chris.
What's that?
Pistons and Celtics are playing today. All games today are cup games. They're playing at 2. So 5 in Boston, 2 here.
I'll allow it.
I think that's phenomenal. Like, this is a big travel day. What if today's Kings game? I mean, I think, look, based on our building, are we still the only 2 people here?
Sonia's here.
Okay, she's a gamer. But there's probably about 5.
Yeah, at most.
At most. How great would it be if, like, today's Kings game was at 3 o'clock?
Oh, my God.
Like, it's a weekend or, it's getting into the holiday. Let's play this thing early.
I say play now.
Who says no? They're here. The Suns are already here.
Oh, man, the morning basketball game in high school was always weird.
Wait, you had morning games?
We would have, like, 1 or 2 a season.
It had to be on the weekend, right?
Yeah, it would be like some sort of tournament situation.
Yeah, maybe we did. I'm not remembering them right now, but yeah, the rest of the schedule has the Knicks and the Hornets, regular time, Bucks and Heat, Pacers, Raptors. Man, the Raptors are crazy hot. They won 8 in a row. The Timberwolves at the Thunder. Thunder 17-1. Grizzlies at Pelicans. Rockets at Warriors. That was the game Sam's making his way to at the Chase Center. Spurs and Blazers in Portland. And the game of the night, of course, the Suns and the Kings. Want to remind everybody tomorrow as well. That's what's on deck. You got Packers, Lions, Chiefs, Cowboys, Bengals, and Ravens. All 3 games can be heard right here on Sactown Sports.
And don't forget Dynamite tonight. We're going to see the fallout with Samoa Joe being the new AEW Men's Champion.
What's your anticipation? What are we thinking? What's going on tonight?
I think Hook has some explaining to do on why he cost Hangman Page the title.
What do you think he'll come up with?
I'm a jerk. I like my jerk friends.
Hook's
That's
a jerk?
I did that, yeah.
Who's your favorite in AEW right now?
Hangman, Timeless Tony Storm, obviously. But, like, how can you not like Eddie Kingston?
Yeah, I'm a Timeless Tony Storm guy. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
All right. By the way, you were on the phone answering Marshawn's winning call. Dave did chime in on the YouTube and said no effing chance.
Okay, well then he doesn't get credit for the 5-13.
Right. There we go. Chris has responded, Dave. There you go. Gauntlet has been laid down there. All right, when we come back, final segment. We'll wrap things up. We'll get you ready for the rest of the day, and we got a few celebrity birthdays to get to. That's all coming up right here on Sactown Sports.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.
Hey there, Jason Ross here, and let me tell you about Jonathan Gonzalez. Gonzalez Law is the law firm. His offices are downtown. He's right in Sacramento, and he is kind of one of us. He's a Sacramentan. He likes to be amongst the community, likes to golf. He likes to be out on the river when the weather's right, and likes to help people, and has helped a lot of people in our community and can help you as well if you're in a spot where you need some representation. You don't know who to call? I wouldn't have known who to call, but now I would know who to call, and that's Jonathan Gonzalez and his law team. 916-304-9187 is the phone number. SacLegalDefense.com, the website. But you have a criminal defense you're in need of some help. Maybe it's a wrongful termination case, sexual harassment case, auto accident. All these things happen. You need someone to help you out. Other things that have happened and maybe happened to you when you were much younger and they're still following you around, something you'd like removed from your record. Well, that can be done with a little help, with a little advice, and with someone that's trained and experienced how to do it. That's Jonathan Gonzalez. It's called an expungement. Help you get your rights back and kind of get your life back on track. So lots of different areas he can help. If you just have questions or think you might need representation, call someone you could trust. That's Jonathan Gonzalez. Gonzalez Law, 916-304-9187.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley's support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Kings Black Friday deals are here. Cheer on the Sacramento Kings with slam dunk deals this holiday season. Save up to 40% on Kings tickets. Plus, shop buy one, get one 60% off merch deals online and at the Kings team store. Elevate your game day with 20% off experiences on the Kings home court. And don't miss out on savings for Kids Club kits and Junior Kings clinics for your little Kings fans. Check out all the limited time offers for tickets, gear, experiences, and more at kings.com/Black Friday.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Get Black Friday savings during the Happy Honda Days excitement going on now at Stockton Honda, Northern California's best Honda dealer. You'll score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Cal Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game, offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Do you hear that? Do you hear this?
It looks like they're all here, boss.
Do you hear this? That's the sound of our fully stocked Big O Tires warehouse, ready to offer you a great deal this holiday season. Now through December 7th, buy 3, get 1 free on Big O branded tires with installation purchase. You'll also get our industry-leading Protect Plus warranty for free, only at Big O Tires. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Yeah. All right, we are back here. We're going to get to celebrity birthdays in a moment. Want to remind everybody, we got a good rest of the day on the station here on this day before Thanksgiving. Normally we'd have Alan Stiles next. Alan's going to be in the afternoon on the Drive Guys with Whitey Gleason, so I look forward to hearing that. But up next, also very excited to hear this guy. I've been listening to John Lund for a long, long time. He's going to be filling in on the midday show. So John Lund coming your way in just about 12 minutes. So make sure you keep it locked here to Sactown Sports. He does a great job. Looking forward to hearing him. And again, Alan Stiles this afternoon with Whitey. And then tonight, Kings basketball. We're all back for that when the Kings will take on the Phoenix Suns.
We're all back?
Yeah, you'll be back. Chris, aren't you working tonight?
No.
Oh, come on. You're done? You're like done after this show?
I am out of here, mister.
Wow. Okay. Well, some people are committed to their job, including someone that wants to challenge you in celebrity birthdays, as birthdays are meant to be spent with family and friends, and nothing brings family and friends together better than crumble cookies. I mean, always committed to the craft. We sent out the bat signal, and I think he was not happy with you potentially being a celebrity and going 5-1. It's Carmichael Dave. Dave, you're back.
Yeah, there's no challenging him on this. He does this well, but like I'm not going to sit there and go, "Oh, Chris probably looked earlier," some technicality. Like I called the first 18 games on the nose, maybe the greatest prediction in the history of this station, and Chris was masquerading as a celebrity picker, even though he's part of the show. I mean, which one's worse?
I was invited.
Yeah, well, I could be invited to a dog show, and it doesn't mean, and put a collar on it doesn't mean I'm a dog.
But have you been?
Yes.
Oh.
And I put a collar on, and they were like, "You're disqualified. You're not a dog. You're a human."
Even after they invited you? That's strange.
They invited me, and it was like a prank. And then I showed up thinking it was legit, and they disqualified me because I'm not a dog.
Well, let me ask both of you this. You both have the option here, so we have to get consensus for this to work. Are you guys okay with the winner of today's celebrity birthdays getting the choice of whether or not, Dave, you can be full credit for 13-5 and no credit for Chris, or vice versa? Chris gets allowed to be 5-1 as a celebrity picker if he wins.
No, 100% not. He's better at this. How about this? Let's have a spelling bee, and then whoever wins that one.
See, I wanted to compromise with you, Dave, because I know that's your favorite thing in the world as a West Wing fan, but you don't even want to do that. You're just hard-headed.
You know what? Because I don't compromise ethics, dude.
Okay.
Okay. That's the problem with this world. We all agree to disagree. No, the wall is white. The sky is blue.
Wall looks purple to me.
Well, actually. Okay.
Right.
So this is just for pride and crumble cookies.
Yes.
On this date, I don't know if Chris is going to get this one as on this date. Dave, you have as just as good of a chance. On this date, in what year did the television show America's Funniest Home Videos debut?
Oh, God. Remind me to share with you guys off the air the question I had about this show when it debuted. That's the most embarrassing question I've ever asked in my life. I asked it in Mr. K's science class at Mariloma High School.
Did Mr. K know Mr. C from my school?
Mr. C.
He did. They used to go out for dinner every time they visited each other's town.
Nice.
That would be 1989.
Chris?
I wrote it down because I thought that there would be some whining.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down 1989.
Okay. Guys, we have a correct answer. 1989 for both of you. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Happy birthday to DJ Khaled.
I thought you could say DJ Tanner.
Another
Is
one.
he having another one? Damn it. Okay. Don't want to get premature.
Hello.
DJ Khaled is 46.
I'm going to say 44.
Dave is closer. Happy 50th.
Jeez. Also one of the worst Hot Ones guests ever.
Oh, he was bad?
He stopped at 1.
At 1?
Yeah.
Was he me? My goodness. Dave, you have one correct answer and would have been one right on in that. You would have been ahead on this if we had this bet going.
Peg on the chat says, so Dave's not a celebrity either. And I'd like to say, exactly. If I was 5-1, it wouldn't count. That's the whole point. Same with you, Jason.
Yeah, but you couldn't go 5-1.
But freaking Christopher Load Management off tonight says, I'm a celebrity. Okay, back to you.
You better be careful, Dave. The Verlade Squad's a thing.
Good point.
All right. Cal Raleigh. Happy birthday to second place.
Cal Raleigh is 31.
He's a big dump.
Cal Raleigh is 30.
Chris is closer. Happy 29th birthday to Cal Raleigh. All right, here we go. Happy birthday to Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp is 61.
He is, I was going to say 55, but your 61 kind of threw me. I'll say 58.
Chris is closer. Happy 56th birthday
to
Sean Kemp. All right, former Raiders player and coach, Art Shell.
All right, 2-2. Let's see.
It's 2-1.
No, I got it first. That's
okay.
the point for me.
You're right. Good point.
Yeah. Art Bell.
Art Shell.
No, wait. That's the radio host. Art Shell, 79.
66.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Carmichael Dave. All right.
I was thinking the wrong Raiders coach, wasn't I?
Let's end with, because I unofficially have it 2-2, but we'll see. End with Harold Reynolds.
What is with all of the athletes?
It's not a great birthday today.
So you have it, what? Is it 2-2?
Sure. All right, here. I'm going to change it. You can have Malik Beasley, Harold Reynolds, Bill Nye, Jaleel White, Urkel.
Jaleel White is 52.
Harold Reynolds, Mariners, 64.
Dave is closer on his guess. Harold Reynolds is 65. Jaleel White's birthday is tomorrow. He is 49.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, so I won 3-2?
I have you as the winner, Dave.
Huh. All right. Well, Chris is not a celebrity picker.
No, we didn't make that bet.
No, officially.
That's official. That's your opinion.
We'll have to go to the video. And you know, Dave, when we go to the video, it's dangerous for you.
Let's have Ryan vote on it.
Okay, there you go. Hey, Dave, happy Thanksgiving to you.
You too, guys. Be safe, everybody. You guys are the best. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Also, always remember Uber. Uber's very important. Uber, Lyft, friend, pick you up. Make sure to do that.
100%.
Always.
Bye.
All right, thank you. That's Carmichael Dave. For Chris Verlade, thank you to Sam Amik, to Coach Plow, and to all of you. Yes, be safe, have fun, have a great Thanksgiving as we end it for us today. Up next, though, John Lund sitting in on the Allen Styles Show. That is straight ahead right here on Sactown Sports.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get more value for your money with the new owner